Yo, 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 what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another live stream. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking. All right, so shout out to everybody who is in the building early. It's good to see each and every one of you. If you guys can hear me okay, please give me a thumbs up or a radiation emoji in the chat. If you cannot hear me or things are looking kind of bad, please give me a thumbs down. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to shout out everybody who is in the building early. All right. Shout out to Rosemary. Shout out to Miss Nisi. Shout out to Simo. Shout out to Carlton. Make sure y'all throw some like enforcers in the chat for Brooklyn Queen for enforcing the likes. Shout out to my man, Lil Dookie Stain. What's good with it? What's going on with it? So, we're going to ask this question, and I think it's going to be a pretty easy question to answer. When it comes to the election of 2024, Bitcoin, if you ask me, and cryptocurrency are the clear and obvious number one beneficiaries, period, point blank, hands down. I don't know if anybody has seen, but ever since the election, Bitcoin has broken its historic record every single day since the election. Every day. All right. We've been talking about cryptocurrency for a long time over here. A lot of people say that Bitcoin is a scam. It's only a scam if you're not getting paid right now. For the most part, you know, we got a couple people that support Trump. There's a couple Trump supporters in here. Most of us, you know what I'm saying, not so much, right? Most of us are, you know what I'm saying, couch gang, right? And we already are experiencing a pretty good stimulus, right? Now, you know, I ain't trying to brag or anything like that, but I'm going to just put this out here to show people what they missed out on by negligence, all right? By negligence. In one of my cryptocurrency accounts, since the Trump presidency, my balance has increased $1,500 a day. Shout out to Lunch. Shout out to Jesse. Now, people may say, oh, you capping, right? No, I'm not. Shout out to the people in the chat who are investing in cryptocurrency and chop it up with us about cryptocurrency. Shout out to my man, PJ Allen. What's good with it, bro? What is your wallet looking like right now? If your wallet is looking nice, throw some dollar signs in the chat. If not, you know what I'm saying? Well, then give me them angry faces. So what's interesting about this is that no one's talking about cryptocurrency. No one's talking about it. And I mean, it's crazy. Major moves are being made. We're going to talk about some of these major moves that are being made tonight. Opportunities are getting passed up. Now, here's the problem with the opportunities getting passed up, right? Everybody who is a part of the Discord, Carlton, Brooklyn Queen, John Guillory, AB Promotions, you know what I'm saying? Two Factor, Win, Lose, or Rug, you know what I'm saying? We all, DC Precise, shout out to Quasi Blackstar. What's good with it, bro? All of us, nice cryptocurrency pump, right? Now, here's the crazy thing, right? Sounds good, but you know the pale horse can't bring no good information. The pale horse got to bring bad news. If you all think that we benefited from this cryptocurrency pump and from the stock pump, here goes my question for you guys. What do you think it did to the racial wealth gap? What do you think it did to the racial wealth gap? Imagine your cryptocurrency wallet. Imagine how nice it's looking. And imagine people who really got money. Imagine what it did. There lies the problem. There lies the problem. Widen it. Widen it. Yeah. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Shout out to Carlton. If you guys agree with Brooklyn Queen and Carlton, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. Now, here, this is the problem with the quote unquote everybody eating good under Trump. Everybody eating good under Trump. Everybody eating good under Trump. which means that the people that was already fat with a buffet table, they got houses full of food. Shout out to Grind and Motivate. Grind and Motivate said, I wonder what my little fraction of Bitcoin doing now. Bro, it might, believe it or not, it might not be a little fraction anymore. It might not be a little fraction anymore. It might actually be a decent little chunk of change. You know what I'm saying? It might be a decent little chunk of change. You know what I'm saying? So this is an update today from Yahoo Finance. Stock market today. Dow S&P 500 close above key milestones as Tesla and Bitcoin surge. All right. I don't know if anybody is aware, but Bitcoin just overtook silver's market cap. This happened within the last couple hours. All right. The Dow and S&P 500 both closed above key milestones Monday as Wall Street built on a roaring post-election rally. The quote-unquote Trump trade again took the spotlight in the markets, with Bitcoin nearing $87,000. And as we know, it already passed that today. It was above 90. And shares of Tesla jumping for a fifth straight session. Now, here goes the thing, right? All of this is going down right now, and Trump ain't even in office yet. And shout out to Rosemary for being a like enforcer. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If y'all haven't shared the stream yet, take a moment, share the stream. All right. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. All right. The Dow Jones Industrial Average led the way higher, up almost 0.07% to close above 44,000 for the first time ever, while the S&P 500 closed above the 6,000 milestone. Both indexes are coming off their best week of the year, capped by record highs. Listen, man, it's people already eating good. And you got these people out here, they keep talking about misogyny and all of this stuff. I want to ask you guys this question. Shout out to J007. What's good with it, bro? Had Kamala Harris won the presidency, right? Had Kamala Harris won the presidency, would the markets be looking like this? What would the markets be looking like if Kamala Harris won the presidency? Meanwhile, the tech-heavy NASDAQ composite closed just above the flat line as NVIDIA, Apple, and Meta lagged. Small cap stocks also rose, with the Russell 2000 hitting its highest level since November of 2021. Now, I want to ask you guys, where do things go from here? And here's an even better question. Why is nobody talking about this wild market performance? No one's talking about this. You know what I'm saying? The markets opened on Veterans Day near all-time highs, thanks in large part to expectations for lower corporate taxes and deregulation from President-elect Donald Trump. The Federal Reserve's latest interest rate cut also BO'd the mood. All right. So Bitcoin hit a record amid high hopes for a crypto-friendly Trump administration and Congress. Dogecoin, and here's another thing. How many people heard about the $1 billion purchase that MicroStrategy's made? If you guys heard about the $2 billion Bitcoin purchase that MicroStrategy's made, give me a thumbs up. If you guys did not, then give me a thumbs down. Again, when it comes to all of these things, we're going to ask, right? How would this have looked if this was Kamala Harris? The first question. The second question is, what is this doing to the racial gap that everybody cares so much about? What is this doing for the racial wealth gap that everybody cares so much about? Now, this is what I'm talking about extra political means, right? Most of us, couch gang, right? Most of us are couch gang. However, shout out to the couch gang, shout out to the BLR couch gang. We're already benefiting from the presidency. Now, what's interesting about this is, how many of you all voted for Trump, or how many of you all sat out on the couch because Trump is a racist, because Trump is a misogynist? So we got to ask the question, does Bitcoin at $90,000 mean that the United States is overwhelmingly misogynist, sexist market pumps? You know what I'm saying? Now, what's fascinating about this is that all of the people who are upset about the Kamala Harris loss, they all require you to have the type of money that this type of economy is making. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. So now here's my question. What does that say about those people? What does that say about them? Bitcoin hit a record amid high hopes of a crypto-friendly Trump administration and Congress. Dogecoin and other smaller digital currencies also gained as traders bet on Trump's promise, all right, to make the U.S. a leading light in crypto. Now, you guys remember when I talked about the quote-unquote crypto tangibles? How many people remember when I talked about the crypto tangibles? I said, hey, y'all, look at this. Look at what Trump said when he went to this crypto. Oh, okay, bet. Shout out to J 007. Bet. I'm about to approve you right now. And real quick, while I'm doing this, if y'all haven't smashed that like button yet, please do me a favor. Take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you guys have not hit that bell, please take a moment, hit that bell, and also please share this stream to your social media. Hold on. Of course, my oh, you know what? It's not showing that you it's not showing that you came in, Jay. Hold on, I'm about to drop another link. Sometimes the links be kind of funny. Give me 1 second. And anybody else who's interested in joining the Discord, just hit this link. It'll take you right in there. But my advice to you, shout out to Win Lose a Rug. What's good with it, bro? My advice to you would be don't download the app on your computer or don't download it onto your phone. All right, shout out to AW1. What's good with you, bro? All right, here you go, Jay. I don't know what's going on with I don't know why my Discord doing that. But don't trip though. Just make sure that you send the request. And if it don't if I see it, if it pops up, which it should, I definitely approve it. Man, if you guys agree with Carlton, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. Carlton said the monolith is still complaining about the results of this election instead of getting this money. Bro, we getting this money over here. You know what I'm saying? We getting this money over here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lunch. Lunch said, I never got into crypto. Where would you suggest that I start? I would suggest that you study the market. I would suggest that you join the Discord and chop it up with us in the cryptocurrency section. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all, is that good advice? If you guys think that that's good advice, give me a thumbs up. If y'all don't think that that's good advice, give me a thumbs down. And shout out to AW1, bro. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all show AW1 some love, throw some flames, some radiation emoji, and some ducks in the chat for AW1 funding the organization.
I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business.
All right. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. Shout out to Rosemary. Rosemary said the monolith is always complaining about something instead of lifting up their feet and taking action. Now, let me ask you guys this question. If people had got into cryptocurrency early and started using cryptocurrency like a bank account, do y'all think that would have helped the racial wealth gap any? Like I said, when it comes to my cryptocurrency, in one of my cryptocurrency accounts, just one, since the election was decided, I've made $1,500 a day. And it don't seem like it's slowing down anytime soon. $1,500 a day. Now, again, people will sit there and say, yo, he's lying. He's capping. No, I'm not. Anybody who is in the Discord who talks with us about the type of cryptocurrency that we invest in or what we're looking into or certain coins that we're watching, they can all tell you, just based on the calculations, that's probably even an understatement. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, even the stocks, you know what I'm saying? People that are invested in Tesla, if you're invested in Tesla, look at the Tesla returns. You know what I'm saying? Tesla is up 8.96%. Look at MicroStrategies. Look at MicroStrategies. This is MicroStrategies stock. 25.73. Look at Coinbase stock. 19.76. Why are MicroStrategies and Coinbase stock up so much? Shout out to Windless Rug. Windless Rug said Rob is Mr. 200X, bro. Speaking of 200, did you see Crow with knife today? Who saw Crow with knife today? Who saw Crow? Crow about to damn near double. Actually, Crow already doubled. 14 cents for me was a doubling of Crow. We over 20%. We over 20 cents now. Man, listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, that optimism also helped push crypto-related stocks higher, building on sharp gains booked since the election. The trading platform provider Coinbase rose over 20%, while shares in pure Robinhood put over 10%. My bad, y'all. Is wilding right now. Everything is going crazy right now. But wait until you guys see the predictions. All right. Shout out to Win Lose or Rug, because we actually had this talk, right? We actually had this talk. Wait until, man, just wait. Just wait. Now I want y'all to let me know how realistic y'all think some of this is. All right. Tesla stock, another Trump trade hotspot, continued to climb up over 8%. The electric vehicle maker stock hit its highest close in over 2 years on Friday, topping $1 trillion in market value amid optimism over CEO Elon Musk's relationship with the incoming president. Now, let me ask you guys this question. Do you all see how this is a value chain? This is a value chain. The entire stock market is nothing but a giant value chain. It's nothing but a giant value chain. Elon Musk playing the games with Trump increased the viability of the stock of one of his companies. So he's basically made back all of that money, right? He's made back all of that money that he used when he sold the Tesla stocks to pump up X, which is wild. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, doubts about the stock market's rally staying power are starting to emerge. Wall Street is waiting for October consumer inflation data on Wednesday for pointers to the path of rates. Last week, Chair Jerome Powell stayed mum on the Fed's thinking in the face of Trump policies, like promised tariffs that could keep price pressures in play. All right. So here we go with my computer acting funny. All right. Give me 1 second. Ah, there we go. All right. So let's move this down. Look at this. This was today at 4:20 p.m. Bitcoin jumps 10% to cross $87,000 milestone. Now, how many people saw that? Shout out to Patrick Tyler. What's good with it, bro? Bitcoin jumps 10% to cross $87,000 milestone. All right. Shout out to the lovely Sherry. Patrick said, no. You know what I'm saying? No. Bitcoin has been the asset of the day, jumping 10% to touch yet another milestone on Monday afternoon. And again, we passed 87,000. Bitcoin hit over 90,000 a day. The cryptocurrency, which trades around the clock, has been on fire and touched fresh records on the heels of last week's presidential election. As Yahoo Finance's Josh Schaefer pointed out, President-elect Donald Trump has said he will create a strategic national Bitcoin stockpile, fueling enthusiasm among crypto investors. Now, I want you guys to look at this. All right, look at Bitcoin right there. All right. Now, here's my question for you guys. How many people heard about the new Bitcoin end of the year price predictions? If you guys heard about the new end of the year Bitcoin price predictions, give me a thumbs up. If you guys did not hear about the new end of the year Bitcoin price predictions, then give me a thumbs down. And shout out to everybody watching. I appreciate y'all. If you guys haven't smashed that like button yet, please take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you guys have not hit the bell, please take a moment, hit that bell, and also please share the stream to your social media. Rosemary says, so why only 1,500, Rob? You seem quite knowledgeable about it. Why not more? Is it fear? Just asking, not trying to be sarcastic. No, you good. No. When I say 1,500, that's how much money I've made in gains every day since the election. Every day is 1,500. So the first day after the night of the election, my wallet jumped 1,500. The day after that, my wallet jumped another 1,500. Day after that, my wallet jumped another $1,500. Every day it's jumped $1,500. So I didn't just invest $1,500. I got more than that invested. But ever since the election, there's been a chain reaction of an increase of $1,500 each day. You know what I'm saying? So now here, all right, they go into the Dow. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at this next article here. All right, I think this is the one that was kind of, the scripts on that was kind of messing up my computer. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. If you guys can still hear me, give me a thumbs up. If you guys can't, then give me a thumbs down. Let me see. All right, there we go. I think we good. All right, there we go. All right, now what I want you guys to see now. Yeah, shout out to AW1. AW1 said, so when Trump won, you won as well. Yeah, and I didn't even vote for him. I don't think most people, it's a couple people that support Trump, that rock with the chat. But I think most people was couch gang. So, and this is what I'm talking about extra political means, right? Extra political means, being able to position yourself to benefit regardless of who the politicians are, in order to stack money and stack resources and be able to try to gain some type of influence, right? Now, this is what Trump is talking about. Trump could dial back some proposed policies to avoid upsetting a roaring stock market, Wharton professor Jeremy Siegel says. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think Trump went to University of Pennsylvania, Wharton School of Business. All right, so let's take a look at this. Now, see, this is what was going on. Look, I want you guys to pay very close attention to these statistics that it lists off at the bottom here. This is what was going on with the market under the Kamala Harris presidency. Okay? Yeah, shout out to Carlton. Facts. We won, right? Facts. We got to. Now, remember how I was talking about data and being able to show the data? We can definitely show the data that we won, right? We're looking at it right here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, sardonic, my bad. Now, let me ask you guys this question. You all see these results that they have playing across the bottom of the screen, right? Here goes my question. Why would anybody in their right mind want an economy that's operating like that? Who does that benefit? Does that benefit anybody? Does that benefit your pockets? So now what it's saying here is Trump could soften his economic agenda to appease investors. Wharton's Jeremy Siegel said that's because Trump is the most pro-stock market president in history, Siegel told CNBC. So now what does that mean for investors? If Trump is a quote-unquote pro-stock market president, what does that mean for investors? Bond market investors have thrown a fit over some of Trump's proposals, Siegel added. Donald Trump might hesitate to carry out some of his sweeping economic agenda to avoid losing the approval of stock and bond investors, Wharton professor Jeremy Siegel said on Monday. In an interview with CNBC, Siegel said he believed Trump would adopt a strong pro-market stance over his next term, even at the expense of some of his proposed economic policies. So now, again, this paragraph right here is important because if this plays out, if this checks out, then my question is, what does that mean for cryptocurrency investors? If Trump adopts pro-market positions, what does that mean? The top economists pointed to Trump's eagerness to point to the stock market as a measure of success in the past as a reason he might not want to upset the roaring bull market. President Trump is the most pro-stock market president we have had in our history, Siegel added. It seems to me very unlikely that he's going to implement policy that will be bad for the stock market. A reaction to some of Trump's proposed policies, with which economists believe will add to the federal deficit and stroke higher inflation, was already seen in the bond market last week. Following the election, the yield on the 10-year Treasury spiked past 4.4%, its highest level since July. Though yields have pulled back and stabilized since, Siegel said it's a sign that bond investors could be ready to protest any policies that pile on more government debt or fuel inflation. It could also be a sign investors are concerned over the potential for higher inflation. Now, let me ask you guys this question. When it comes to dealing with inflation, what is the best way to diversify your portfolio to deal with inflation? Let me know. All right. It could also be a sign investors are concerned over the higher potential for inflation. What would cause that inflation too? And are anticipating higher interest rates from the Federal Reserve. I thought what happened on Wednesday after he won, when those yields went up, was a shot across the bow saying, hey, just watch out what you do. We're all there, and all the tax cuts you promised, we're very skeptical, Siegel said. Both bond markets and stock markets are going to be really big constraints on many of Trump's programs. With a Republican-led Congress, Trump's proposal to extend his 2017 tax cuts package looks like a slam dunk, Siegel noted, though he said anticipated challenges to Trump's other proposed tax cuts. If Trump were to implement all of his proposed cuts, yields could end up rising past 5%, Siegel predicted. So I think the trend of higher long-term rates is going to be with us, he added. Siegel added that the former president is also unlikely to wrest control from the Federal Reserve. Though Trump was reported to be making plans to exert more influence over the central bank's policy decisions, the move would probably be unpopular with the markets. He might want a little bit more consultation, but the market likes the independence for the Fed. If he messes any substantial way with it, the independence of the Fed, that's not going to be good for the bond market or the stock market. All right. So again, as it pertains to dealing with the market, right? Still, all the indicators point to Trump doing a decent job with the market. All right. And again, it's already reflected. Yeah, shout out to Carlton. Carlton says, don't put your eggs in one basket. Yeah, I would agree with that. So now let me ask you guys this then. What would be some of the baskets that you would put your eggs in order to protect yourself from quote unquote inflation, right? And then as far as Bitcoin goes, when any type of investment is surging, that's not the best time to buy. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely not the best time to buy. Would you guys agree? Me personally, yeah, not quite. You know what I'm saying? Not quite. So I had a couple other articles. I just want to see something real quick. Just want to see something real quick because it's a lot. It's a lot. And there was okay. I think this might be it. Now I wish AB Promotions was in here. Shout out to Win Loser Rug. Win Loser Rug, you still in here, bro? Because I want to show y'all this. All right. I want to show y'all this. And we're going to track this. All right. We're going to definitely track this. Solana preparing for a new record as Standard Charter forecasts epic end of the year rally. $1,000 Solana. $1,000 Solana. Now, by the end of the year. Now, let me ask you guys this question. How many people think that this is possible? If you guys think that this is possible, give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't, then give me a thumbs down. Now, here's the thing, right? I think that this is absolutely possible, depending on if institutional adoption continues to skyrocket, Trump continues to pump cryptocurrency, and people continue to have a high confidence. Now, as far as the value of Solana, right, I could see it getting that high as a result of incoming cash. Shout out to Win Loser Rug. Win Loser Rug said $500. Hey, I wouldn't even be mad at that. I'm not mad at what it is, right? You already know. I'm beyond where I could be mad at Solana anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm beyond where I could be mad at Solana anymore. You know what I'm saying? I could never be mad at Solana at all at this point where I'm at with Solana. You know what I'm saying? So let's take a look at this and see what they're talking about. Shout out to DC Precise. Did you say this in the Discord, DC? Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to DC. DC is always putting the good tech, cryptocurrency articles. DC Precise is the content manager, you know what I'm saying, of the cryptocurrency sector of our Discord. So shout out to DC Precise. You know what I'm saying? DC Precise definitely be holding it down. Make sure y'all throw some flames, some radiation emoji, and some ducks in the chat for DC Precise. Now, y'all know, right? We got the goal, Project 2028, right? The goal is for everybody who participates and partakes in the cryptocurrency discussions in the cryptocurrency sector of the Discord, where we trying to, what's our goal for 2028? Let me know in the chat what the goal is for 2028. Now, why am I asking for y'all to let us know what the goal is for 2028? Here's my question. Do y'all think that is possible? I know that it's possible, but I want to know if y'all think that is possible. Facts. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Retirement. Facts. If y'all on the same time as Brooklyn Queen, throw some flames in the chat. Shout out to Lunch. Lunch said more money. Look, I was about to play this at the beginning of the stream.
Get the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
I'm rich, bitch.
I was about to say, had the money, y'all, it's Democrats around. Had the money, y'all, it's Democrats around. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'll tell you what, though, man. If Solana does hit between $1,000 and $500 by the end of the year, either way, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Now, let's take a look at some of these indicators, right, that they say that has Solana preparing for quote-unquote new record highs. Because I don't know if anybody is aware of this, right? But Solana has also been breaking records daily, just like Bitcoin has. Solana has also been breaking records daily, just like Bitcoin has. Now, I want to ask you all this question. How many of us do you think are benefiting from these pumps in cryptocurrency? And again, we got more people in the chat, and I asked this question earlier before people had got in here, but I want to ask this question again. What do you all think that this crypto pump has done with the racial wealth gap? Shout out to Pat. I wouldn't buy any Solana right. I wouldn't buy anything right now if I was you, bro. I wouldn't buy anything. Take it to the chat. Let's ask the chat. How many of y'all would buy some crypto right now? I wouldn't buy anything right now if I was you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You never buy at a premium. Now look, you got to treat this stuff the same way that you treat anything that you're shopping for. You buy at a discount, sell at a premium. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to buy at a premium and sell at a discount. The people that shout out to Win Loser Rug. More Nigerians than FBA, bro. Facts. The people that buy at a premium and sell at a discount, those are the people that say cryptocurrency is a scam. Because they scam themselves with poor buyer behavior. You know what I'm saying? They scam themselves with poor buyer behavior. So now here it says Standard Charter forecast significant growth for Solana, predicting it could reach new all-time highs as market momentum builds and Bitcoin surges above $85,000. All right. Bitcoin recently reached an inflation-adjusted high, crossing $80,000 over the weekend. So you guys know this is an old article, right? See, well, no, actually it's not. November 11th. Bitcoin recently reached an inflation-adjusted high, crossing $80,000 over the weekend and currently trading above $88,000. All right. And again, like I said, we know that Bitcoin has hit. Shout out to Detroit 313. What's good with it, bro? And I wouldn't disagree with you. Detroit says, to my opinion, it depends. Yeah, I feel it, bro. How your wallet looking, Detroit? I know your wallet looking nice. You know what I'm saying? I know your wallet looking nice. Yeah, shout out to Carlton. Carlton said, just wait. Either wait for the dip or wait for the trend. Either wait for us. Don't buy it on no volatility. Like, and again, this ain't financial advice. Shout out to the YouTube manual reviewers, right? Wait until you notice a trend where it's not continuing to just skyrocket, or wait until a dip. You know what I'm saying? But I while it's going up, yeah, nah, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug, where you think it's going to retrace to and settle at. And shout out to Rosemary for being a like enforcer. I appreciate it. So now here it says the surge was spurred by post-election optimism following Donald Trump's re-election. So again, eating good under Trump. Look, and we about to take a look at this article right here too. Eating good under Trump. Shout out to Detroit. Yeah, Detroit said, oh, it's exploding. Bro, listen, everybody who got some crypto is looking nice right now. And it's not even a lot of people on YouTube talking about it. Man, you would have thought that everybody would be like, yo, Trump won, my cryptocurrency wallet booming. My cryptocurrency wallet banging. You know what I'm saying? My cryptocurrency wallet looking right now. Ain't nobody really saying that all like that. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. So now here it says Geoff Kendrick, Standard Charter's head of Forex and digital assets research, accurately anticipated this rally. The milestone has sparked bullish sentiment across digital assets, with many tokens rallying in response to Bitcoin's momentum. Kendrick predicts, look at this, Kendrick predicts Bitcoin will continue climbing through December, potentially reaching $100,000 by the end of the year. Now, this is consistent, right? Now all you got to do is just go back and watch all the old Tale from the Cryptocurrency videos, right? Go back and watch all the old Tale from the Cryptocurrency videos. This is still consistent. And remember, we said this figure is right. And we did the calculations. We broke down the calculations on why this figure made sense. However, this Trump presidency pump adds a new dynamic into it. If you ask me, I think that I always said that $100,000 by the year was underpriced, right? I said that was underpriced. Now look what they're doing. They scaling it up. He further speculated that a peak, a peak of 125,000 could be on the horizon by January, driven by seasonal patterns in the past election cycles. So now let's just talk about the seasonal patterns. See, shout out to Detroit 313. Detroit 313 said Bitcoin is heading to 100,000 in December. I agree, right? But I believe it or not, bro, I think it could possibly touch that before December. We don't really have that much, what we got, like what, 18 more days, right? But the way that it's been going, it could possibly touch that before December. If it breaks $100,000, bro, it's a whole new world out here. It's a whole new world out here. And people look and again, people have an extreme resistance. Like Nas said, people scared of new data. They scared of new data. Now, what's fascinating about it is, let's just say, for instance, now you guys remember, I was like, yo, who who being the president would I benefit the most from? I would get the trickle-down benefit from Trump because I'm a cryptocurrency investor. We literally covered every single thing that Trump said that he was going to do for cryptocurrency. So because I'm a cryptocurrency investor and that's my interest, if I were to vote, I was supposed to what? Like not vote for my interest? Think about that. I appreciate you, AW1. Yeah, Detroit said they think the peso can match crypto. Bro, man, listen. So now here it says Kendrick suggests Bitcoin's gains may lift the entire crypto market, potentially outperforming even traditional assets as we approach the year's close. If you ask me, bro, millionaires will be made by the end of the year. Our little goals that we have amongst us, our little goals, we might surpass our own goals without even trying. We might surpass our own goals without even trying. You know what I'm saying? Now, Solana, record-breaking run. Is $1,000 Solana imminent? Now, let me ask y'all this. If Solana hits $1,000, if Solana gets to $1,000, where do y'all think Ethereum is going? Shout out to AW1 for being a like enforcer. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Carlton. Carlton said, yes, Rob, you're supposed to vote against what's best for you. Now, I want to ask y'all this. Do y'all remember when I said, if after this presidency, I'm able to retire based on my investments, I'm going full MAGA? Y'all remember that? Right. Shout out to Detroit 313. Detroit 313 said y'all will become trillionaires, not millionaires. Brooklyn Queen says, Rob, do you think the countries that use crypto will become world powers? Possibly. Possibly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going full MAGA, Patrick. If I can retire. Now, when I say I'm going full MAGA, what I mean is I'm going to encourage people to look into conservative policies and how good they are for the market and match them up with the type of investments that you use. That don't necessarily mean I'm going to go on Fox News like Anton Daniels and just talk crazy about black people. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not about to do that. But the reason why I'm doing that is because if I have been able to come up with a clear-cut path, if I've been able to come up with a clear-cut path to get to a retirement amount of money within 4 years, and if people's biggest issue is the racial wealth gap and lack of resources, if I can show people how to do it by leveraging conservative policies, then why not? If people care so much about, you know, the money, people care so much about the autonomy, people care so much about the racial wealth gap, because that's allegedly what this is all about, right? So if we find a way to be able to slow it down, right? Shout out to Carlton. Full MAGA don't mean Officer Tatum, right? Right. Full MAGA says, what do we say? What did I say in the Discord? The moment the election is called, if Trump wins, cryptocurrency going ham. Y'all been stacking, right? Ain't that what I said? We've been stacking our crypto for the last, what, 2.5 years? Now, all of that crypto that you've been stacking for the last 2.5 years, probably at the very least, doubled overnight. Now, shout out to Detroit. Detroit 313 said XRP going past the moon, better than the moon. Bro, I remember when, do you remember it was like in 2017 when XRP went from like 25 cents to $4 overnight? Do you remember that? Bro, I had $1,500 on Binance, literally $1,500. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying, making up these numbers. You know what I'm saying? I actually have 15. That was when I first started in crypto. It went from $1,500 to $25,000 in one night. That was back when Ethereum had went from like $200 some to like $3,000. Bitcoin Cash was up at 4K, looking crazy. That was when Bitcoin had first hit 20,000. I think it had first hit 10,000 back then. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Patrick. Patrick says, well, when you supposed to invest and these mofos engaging in this anti-black rhetoric is for getting paid. Yeah, I don't engage in no anti-black rhetoric. I engage in pro getting paid rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the people though, right? A lot of the people say that this type of rhetoric talking about cryptocurrency is anti-black rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? Right. Shout out to Detroit. Detroit said if Kamala wins, you will still get your crypto, but she will charge you 50% capital gains, which is a bad deal. Facts. So if you get a capital gain, shout out to my man 2Factor. What's good with it, bro? Look in 2017. In 2000, let me see. I'm about to look that up real quick. When was Ripple $4? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Ripple XRP. How long you been investing in crypto? Detroit. Yeah, I might have to get some XRP. I got to get some more Polygon too. We was talking about that earlier. Now look at this. Look at this. It was in 2018. Oh, okay, that's why you don't remember. It was in 2018. XRP price history shows its volatile nature with significant price shifts from under a cent in 2013 to nearly $4 in 2018. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. Shout out to J007. I use crypto.com. I use crypto.com and Coinbase, and sometimes I use Robinhood. But I like crypto.com the best, though. I like crypto.com the best. I think crypto.com got the best, like the best tools. Now, shout out to everybody in the chat. My personal opinion is that crypto.com got the best tools for helping you stack. Now, if you ask me, they got better tools than Coinbase for helping you stack your money. You know what I'm saying? If you just follow the instructions on what they tell you to do on crypto.com, you can't help but to make money, if you ask me. You might not make as much as if you had skills, if you were a skilled investor, but you can't help but to make money because they got games set up. You know what I'm saying? They give you refunds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, crypto.com take care of you for real. You refer people to crypto.com, they pay you in Crow. Listen, man, shout out to Crow. Listen, man. Crow doing the thing too. And crypto.com is growing. If I'm not mistaken, crypto.com, it just got bigger than Coinbase. You know what I'm saying? Which I think is one of the reasons why Crow is doing so good. So now here it says Solana's record-breaking run. Is $1,000 Solana imminent? Solana's recent breakout past $201 resistance has cemented its place among the top-performing altcoins, pushing its market cap above 100 billion. All right. And if I'm not mistaken, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, it's past 201 right now. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's hovering around 220. Somebody let me know. You know what I'm saying? The rise has elevated Solana to a critical position, drawing attention from institutional and retail investors alike. Despite Solana's strong performance, potential risks could challenge its upward trajectory. A price DAA, daily active addresses, divergence has developed, with Solana's price rising while active addresses on the network are declining. Okay. This trend often indicates waning user engagement, which can introduce selling pressure as fewer active participants suggest reduced network activity. Such divergences can foreshadow a slowdown as they often reflect a misalignment between asset price and user interest, potentially leading to profit taking. Additionally, Solana's relative strength index, which is the RSI, a key momentum indicator, currently indicates overbought conditions. So if it's overbought, if the conditions are overbought, what does that mean? Shout out to 2Factor. Two Factor said the price right now is $223. The price of Solana right now is $223. You know what I'm saying? Now, here go my question, right? Do y'all remember, like, when I would do these cryptocurrency streams and I try to tell people, like, yo, this is how the different presidents and this is how the different politicians and policies will affect, you know what I'm saying, people who's using cryptocurrency to build wealth. Nobody trying to have that conversation. Nobody trying to have that conversation. My question is why? You know what I'm saying? Why? Somebody make it make sense. So now here it says, historically, this has signaled short-term corrections as prices struggle to sustain gains when overbought territory is reached. Should the RSI remain elevated, the likelihood of a pullback could increase as many traders choose to lock in gains. All right. Analysts note that if selling pressure intensifies, Solana's price could dip toward the $186 support floor. Holding above this level will be essential to maintaining its current uptrend. A break below this could signal deeper corrections. On the other hand, if Solana rebounds from its $201 support, it may continue its ascent with the next key resistance at 221. So that's where we're fighting at right now. Right now, we're at that fighting to get to the 221. Yeah, shout out to Detroit 313. Stand with crypto, bro. Facts. Shout out to Carlton. The chat numbers used to drop when you start talking about crypto. Now, let me ask y'all this question. Why do y'all think that is? If the money matters so much, if the racial wealth gap is such an issue, and cryptocurrency is one of the quickest ways to improve your wealth standing, right? Because again, like I said, the cryptocurrency market cap just beat out gold, right? Or I'm sorry, just beat out silver. Then why would people be opposed to a cryptocurrency conversation? This is one of the reasons why I don't believe what people say what people say they believe. Right. Shout out to Detroit 313. Detroit 313 said, tell me to vote my best interest, including where I'm from, Michigan. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, man, the Democratic policies have killed the Midwest. Steel Belt especially. You know what I'm saying? Surpassing this level could reignite bullish momentum, potentially driving Solana's market cap back over the $100 billion mark and reinforcing investor confidence in its long-term growth. The emerging project drawing interest can cast mirror Solana's growth. So as Solana reaches important milestone, another project is capturing investor interest, and it's called Crypto All Stars. Crypto All Stars is a rising star within the meme coin space and is carving out a distinct niche by combining community-driven appeal with a focus on real-world utility. I've never heard of Crypto All Stars. We're going to have to check this one out. How many of y'all heard of Crypto All Stars? If y'all heard of Crypto All Stars, give me a thumbs up. If y'all haven't, give me a thumbs down. While Solana's growth has been driven by its functionality as a high-performance blockchain and Ethereum killer, CAS is building its value around community engagement and its ability to foster a dedicated, enthusiastic following, similar to the popularity seen with memes like Dogecoin. However, unlike typical meme coins, CAS seeks to introduce unique utility features that may give it staying power, making it more than just a speculative play. In terms of price trajectory, analysts have compared CAS's potential with Solana's early stages. Solana, initially a lesser-known altcoin, rose rapidly due to its scalability and low-cost transactions. Now, let me ask you guys this question. How many of y'all have ever used Solana? Have any of y'all ever sent Solana from wallet to wallet? And the reason why I ask if y'all ever sent Solana from wallet to wallet is because Solana moves fast, man. Like Solana is like an instant transfer. Bitcoin can take a long time, and so can Ethereum. Solana, it's there like light speed. Shiba, believe it or not, Shiba moves pretty quick too. So now here it says, while not a blockchain competitor, CAS similarly has ambitious projections, with some analysts forecasting gains upward of 10,000% as it leverages community-driven growth and early adoption. All right. So if they're talking about 10,000%, I don't think it's a bad idea to check that out and just see what they're talking about. A 10,000% growth. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Two Factor. Two Factor said it's 224 now. Solana. And shout out to everybody watching. I appreciate y'all. If y'all haven't smashed that like button yet, please do me a favor. Take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you guys haven't hit that bell, please take a moment, hit that bell, and also please share the stream to your social media. Now, all these coins, right? Crow with Knife, Peppy, Bonk, Degen, all of these meme coins are going crazy, right? But meme coins are crazy volatile too. They could turn around and drop. You know what I'm saying? They could turn around and drop tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says this approach attracts investors seeking higher returns, but who may also predict Crypto All-Stars' unique position in the meme coin sector, where community enthusiasm drives adoption. CAS offers a differentiated yet appealing path for investors watching Solana's rapid ascent and evaluating similar high-growth opportunities. CAS presents a compelling alternative investment for those who believe in community-driven projects and want to capitalize on early-stage momentum, similar to Solana's early rise. Many analysts, including CryptoWire, CryptoZeus, Jacob CryptoBerry, Anduhi, and 99 Bitcoins all voiced their support for the project. So we should check this out, Crypto All-Stars. Shout out to Detroit 313. Detroit 313 said, I think meme coins are the worst investment. It just depends on your strategy, if you ask me. I don't think there's any one that's better than, well, see, the thing is that Bitcoin is now looked at as a commodity, right? So, a commodity would have a slightly different investment strategy than like something like a quote unquote meme coin. You know what I'm saying? I think that there's a strategy for investing in meme coins. And I think that if you use a strategy, you can make some decent money. But as far as like expecting, like some type of Bitcoin type growth, I don't think that's I think that that's kind of naive if people expect something like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna definitely keep an eye on CAS, and we're gonna definitely keep an eye on Solana too, because that's a really nice price projection. You know what I'm saying? That's a really nice price projection. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna take a look at what's going on with Bitcoin. They're not even considering what's happening right now, altcoin season. This little pump that we have, they're not even considering this altcoin season. Shout out to Carlton. Carlton says Shiba needs to hit a penny. Bro, listen, if Crow with Knife hits a penny, y'all never will. You will never hear from me ever again. You will never hear from me ever again. I will vanish into thin air, bro. I'll vanish into thin air so quick. I swear you will never hear from me again. I'm out the game. You know what I'm saying? Crow with Knife hit a penny, bro. I'm done. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. Bitcoin smashes past record, $88,000. Milestone just days after hitting $80,000. Is alt season next? So again, they're not even considering what's going down, right? They're not even considering what's going down as alt season. Shout out to Detroit. Detroit said, I'll become a ghost, bro. Facts. Shout out to Carlton. Carlton said, Rob will be on an island chilling, bro. I'll be on the savage land in my laboratory like Mr. Sinister. You know what I'm saying? With Bitcoin reaching record highs, will altcoins be next? All right. So again, like this is the thing about this is if you take the right pathway, if you ask me, you can get where you need to get to taking the right pathway. Shout out to Alonda. What's good with you, Alonda? You can get to where you need to get to through the right pathway. We already got, shout out to Carlton, right? We already got the pathway to where we need to get to reverse engineered. And for the most part, we on target. Shout out to Win Loser Rug. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. They can vouch for this. You know what I'm saying? With Bitcoin reaching record highs as of Monday, members of the crypto community are wondering, when will the next altcoin season hit the market? Listen, man, it's crazy that they're not considering this altcoin season. How many people invest in Polkadot, or how many people invest in Atom, Cosmos? Anybody in here? If you guys do, give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't, give me a thumbs down. Bitcoin sees new highs amid altcoin anticipation. Bitcoin soared to 88,000 on November 11th, surging past its March 2024 high of 73,000. All right. Now, here goes my question. Where do y'all think Ethereum will be by the end of the year? Where will Ethereum be by the end of the year? Nobody's even talking about Ethereum. And Ethereum holding strong. You know what I'm saying? Ethereum got some nice gains too. Some experts credit the rising price of Bitcoin to President-elect Donald Trump's victory over a Democratic nominee, Kamala Harris, in the 2024 U.S. presidential election, leaving many to wonder, will altcoins be next? Now, do you guys remember that stream that I did where I said the community that will determine whether Trump or Harris wins the election will be the cryptocurrency community? Y'all remember that? Now, how many people take advantage of those staking rates for Atom on Coinbase? Coinbase and Polkadot got good staking rates. Let me know what are the staking rates of Atom and Polkadot on Coinbase? Somebody let me know. Let's take a look at this video real quick.
Bitcoin is sitting new highs above 80, actually above 82,000. And Mackenzie Sagalis joins us now with a look inside the action. Was there ever a time, Mackenzie, where you said, why am I going to be a crypto expert? That's a big risk. Now look at you. Now look at you. We can't get enough. 82,000.
Yeah, I know in 2017, I was talking to Bitcoin miners in Venezuela who were doing it to make ends meet. But now Bitcoin topping $82,000 this morning as futures premiums jump higher. Traders are now betting over $2.9 billion on Bitcoin, soon rising past that 85K threshold on the popular derivatives exchange.
Man, when these
Deribit.
Sitting
now, what do these bets on these futures mean? See, because we got to analyze all this. What do these bets on these futures mean? Are these bets on the futures? Is this a good thing or is this a bad thing?
Sitting new highs above 80, actually above 82,000. And Mackenzie Sagalis joins us now with a look inside the action. Was there ever a time, Mackenzie, where you said, why am I going to be a crypto expert? That's a big risk. Now look at you. Now look at you. We can't get enough of you. 82,000.
Yeah, I know in 2017, I was talking to Bitcoin miners in Venezuela who were doing it to make ends meet. But now Bitcoin topping $82,000 this morning as futures premiums jump higher. Traders are now betting over $2.9 billion on Bitcoin, soon rising past that 85K threshold on the popular derivatives exchange Deribit.
Yeah, I got to agree. Shout out to Detroit 313. Facts. If you guys agree with Detroit 313, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. Detroit said, actually a great thing. Bro, it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying?
The wider crypto market also seeing outsized gains this morning. Ether has eclipsed Bitcoin's rise of 30% in the last 7 days, and Solana's market cap topped a $100 billion level on Sunday. On the back of U.S. elections, it saw a swell of pro-crypto candidates.
And you got people. Shout out to my man Aristopat. What's good with you, bro? You got people out there trying to people that claim that they care about economics and wealth, steering people away from this kind of stuff. Look at these gains. Now, let me ask you guys this. If no black people invested in crypto, right? If none of us invested in crypto, and these gains continue out the way that they're continuing out, what is that going to do to the racial wealth gap? Let me know in the comment section. What does that do to the racial wealth gap?
office. Now, the total market cap of all those spot Bitcoin ETFs is now above $80 billion, with inflows surging in the last 3 trading days as institutions and their clients pile into the Bitcoin trade post-election. Within fintech stocks, crypto-aligned companies, Coinbase and Robinhood.
Now, see, here's the thing, right? You see how they piling in post-election? This is messing the market up right here. So just be aware of that, right? And this is one of the reasons why we be saying, yo, be careful when the market is going up. Like, don't just dive in. This is messing the market up. This is inflating the price. This is why the greed gauge is on 79 right now. So that's something to be cautious of.
$1 billion level on Sunday on the back of U.S. elections. It saw a swell of pro-crypto candidates win office. Now, the total market cap of all those spot Bitcoin ETFs is now above $80 billion, with inflows surging in the last 3 trading days as institutions and their clients pile into the Bitcoin trade post-election. Within fintech stocks, crypto-aligned companies, Coinbase and Robinhood, both of whom are in legal fights with the SEC, are moving higher pre-market. And most Bitcoin miners are all seeing double-digit percentage gains as well. Donald Trump, remember, promised that all future Bitcoin will be mined in the U.S. and pledged to rapidly build out the country's energy production and transmission infrastructure, which is a great thing for those power-hungry miners. This is one of multiple commitments made by the president-elect to the crypto industry.
Now, you see, again, this is what I was saying. I told y'all, right? Trump was offering tangibles to the crypto community. Now, let me ask you guys this question. Did the crypto market react like tangibles was being offered to the crypto community? Now, here go my question. Whose fault is it that they're not a part of the crypto community? Yeah, that's shout out to Two Factor. Two Factor said, bruh, not only would the gap widen, it would get set in stone. Facts. If you guys agree with Two Factor, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree with Two Factor, give me a thumbs down. Now, let me ask y'all this question. What do y'all think has a bigger effect on the racial wealth gap? This cryptocurrency and stock market explosion or the migrant crisis? Let me know in the chat what y'all think.
Trading days as institutions and their clients pile into the Bitcoin trade post-election. Within fintech stocks, crypto-aligned companies, Coinbase and Robinhood, both of whom are in legal fights with the SEC, are moving higher pre-market. And most Bitcoin miners are all seeing double-digit percentage gains as well. Donald Trump, remember, promised that all future Bitcoin will be mined in the U.S. and pledged to rapidly build out the country's energy production and transmission infrastructure, which is a great thing for those power-hungry miners. This is one of multiple commitments made by the president-elect to the crypto industry on the campaign trail, along with vowing to fire SEC Chair Gary Gensler and to launch a national crypto stockpile.
Just looking at MicroStrategy and thinking about, it's 50 billion now, but thinking about Michael Saylor in all along.
Shout out to Alpha Male Pimp Network, bro. I've been saying this forever. Look, shout out to y'all. Alpha Male Pimp Network says Black Light Revelations. I ain't gonna lie, Rob. I think us FBA should look into the digital currency market to leverage these politicians, bro. I've been saying this forever, bro. I've been saying it. I've been screaming this. I've been screaming this since forever. Forever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to Detroit 313. Detroit 313 said he actually wants to end World War III, which is a good thing. Yeah, I agree. If the geopolitical climate calms down, that's actually a good thing for everybody's pockets. And again, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't stress this enough. Shout out to Alpha Male Pimp Network. I ain't gonna lie. I think us FBA should look into the digital currency market to leverage these politicians, bro. I've been saying that. It's so many anti cryptocurrency FBAs though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you start talking about Bitcoin, they start asking you where your people from. Oh, you must be from Nigeria. Nothing from me from Nigeria, and I haven't had my hair braided by a Nigerian since I was in college. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be a great idea. But you got so much resistance. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like I said, Trump offered, he's laid out a path and offered tangibles to the cryptocurrency community. right? I said this in a live stream, and I showed it where he offered the tangibles and all that. And I said, Joe, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm part of the cryptocurrency community. I'm about to benefit from this if he wins. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody that, you know what I'm saying, that rocks. We definitely are benefiting from it. You know what I'm saying?
What his viewpoint has been and how he wasn't shy at all about, and he almost in real life has laser eyes, almost in real life. But the stackers and the hodlers, they must be at this point. Anyone who has been stacking or hodling is on top of the world.
Oh, absolutely. And MicroStrategy was the first mover in terms of adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet, and that's why this national crypto stockpile is so compelling. So
yeah, shout out to Detroit 313. Detroit 313 said, yes, majority of FBA are anti-crypto. Look at the number that whom they voting for, but they are the main ones. Bro, this is what I'm saying. This is why anytime I talk about Bitcoin and crypto, I always reference the racial wealth gap, bro. I always reference the racial wealth gap. And I keep asking the question, it's a win-win investing in crypto. You're going to win because you're making up wealth that's lost. You also going to win because as you're making up that wealth, you'll be able to use that wealth to be able to build tools, assets, and more politicians to be able to fight the fight for you. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no negative of gaining money at a fast rate. You know what I'm saying? But I can't say that Detroit 313 is wrong. That's why we got the whole Black Voter Monolith series. Shout out to Carlton Way. Hit the button. Shout out to Carlton Way. Hit the button. Shout out to my man Lloyd Sky 9. What's good with you, bro? I know Lloyd Sky 9. Look, I know Lloyd Sky 9 wallet looking nice. Alpha Male Pimp Network said, listen, shout out to y'all, right? I'm gonna put this out here. I'm about to put everybody on Front Street. Now, we said this in the Discord, right? To all the people that invest in cryptocurrency, your gains in crypto since Trump won has far overshadowed the amount of super chats that y'all have sent. And I'm not even saying that in a bad way because y'all know y'all be killing it funding the channel. So I'm not even trying to do y'all like Umar Johnson. I'm just saying that's how good the crypto been since election day. And I'm not lying. Anybody in the chat can tell you I'm not lying. Y'all be seeing what, man, you know what I'm saying? When your boy do, you know what I'm saying? The chat take care of me. You know what I'm saying? It'd be lit up in here. You know what I'm saying? Even with it lit up like that, that's how crazy crypto been going. Everybody them far made back any type of, you know what I'm saying, super chats or cash apps that they sent. Easy. You know what I'm saying? Alpha Male Pimp Network says, because BRICS coalition, Belarus, Russia, Iran, China, Korea, and Syria, all anti-USA countries, are taking advantage of the digital currency market. Yeah. See, look, shout out to Cameron. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lloyd. Lloyd says, salute to Rob in the chat. I'm big up. This is the beginning. Bro, this is what I'm saying, man. We ain't even in alt. They saying we ain't even hit altcoin season yet. Shout out to Two Factor. Two Factor said, I didn't need to open a weed dispensary to get a forgivable loan neither. Bro, facts. Shout out to Carlton because Carlton crazy. Win Loser Rug said, I think it's because the elders, quote unquote, don't understand it and they have a big say over the community. It could be. That's one of the beauties of being a heathen because you don't listen to that nonsense. You be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Patrick. Patrick said, how long am I supposed to wait to invest? You got to figure out your strategy. If you want a dollar cost average, right now, if you ask me, if you're really just trying to get in, probably the best thing to do would be the dollar cost average. I don't think it's going to be any real good dip periods at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as we go, we've been doing this stuff for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So if you just hopping in right now, you kind of got to set your pace. You know what I'm saying? Detroit 313 said, meanwhile, they rather take $1 million loans to start a business than capitalize them out of their taxes. Bro, facts, man. Like, it just don't make, or take an illegal C-19 loan and then turn around and do felony time for it. Like, it don't make no sense. Shout out to Cameron. Cameron said, my small crypto wallet has tripled in the last 2 weeks. See? See? Shout out to Detroit. Detroit said, if I were you, Detroit said, if I were you, I would stay quiet about crypto around FBA. Nah, not the FBAs in my chat, bro. I'm FBA. You know what I'm saying? Like not none of us. You know what I'm saying? It's like different sectors. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think it's so few? Why do you think it's so few people in the chat over here? We're kind of, you know what I'm saying? We're kind of tech savvy and futurists over here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't them ones. You know what I'm saying? We for sure talk about crypto. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mahako. What's good with it, bro? Mahako said, hey, BLR, why is Doge going crazy right now? Bro, facts. Look, facts.
How do you think that we fund this organization, huh? We're not exactly the March of Dimes.
Yeah, we mess with crypto heavy over here. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to worry about none of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, you know, man, I wouldn't call into nobody's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to call into nobody's live stream like, yo, what's good? Y'all heard of crypto, man? I already know they'd try to stone you. Yeah, shout out to Carlton. We foundational off-code Black Americans. Facts. You know what I'm saying? We actually trying to break that racial wealth gap. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Alpha Male Pimp Network. Alpha Male Pimp Network said the only FBAs against crypto are the Jim Clyburn types of the world. Shit. I wish that was true. I wish that was true. Look, shit. Where TD at? CCC. Alpha Male Pimp Network ain't got time to Terry.
So essentially, the U.S. government has $16 billion worth of Bitcoin already on its balance sheet that it has amassed through these seizure operations. But what Donald Trump is talking about doing is not only holding on to that, but he's also been talking to Senator Lummis and her team, who put forth legislation to buy 1 million Bitcoin over the course of 5 years. So that
you see this right here? They look, man, did y'all see this right here? And I'm telling you, they about to get in a buying match with MicroStrategies. Did y'all hear what they just said? How many of y'all heard what they just said? Now, let me ask y'all this question. If they actually go ahead and do this, what is that going to do to the price of Bitcoin? What is that going to do to the price of Bitcoin?
in terms of adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet. And that's why this national crypto stockpile is so compelling. So essentially, the U.S. government has $16 billion worth of Bitcoin already on its balance sheet that it has amassed through these seizure operations. But what Donald Trump is talking about doing is not only holding on to that, but he's also been talking to Senator Lummis and her team, who put forth legislation to buy 1 million Bitcoin over the course of 5 years so that ultimately you get a supply of Bitcoin held by the U.S. government.
Now, they about to come up with all kind. Listen, when they do this, when the United States government do this, they about to come up with all type of new assets. They about to come up with all type of new assets. They about to come up with government-held Bitcoin. They about to give you a staking bonus for letting the government hold your Bitcoin. They about to do all kind of stuff. Yeah, shout out to J007. J007 says the price will skyrocket. Believe it or not, probably faster than what we're seeing right now, which is wild. Which is wild.
Production and transmission infrastructure, which is a great thing for those power-hungry miners. This is one of multiple commitments made by the president-elect to the crypto industry on the campaign trail, along with vowing to fire SEC Chair Gary Gensler and to launch a national crypto stockpile.
Just looking at MicroStrategy and thinking about, it's 50 billion now, but thinking about Michael Saylor and all along.
So I got a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, to talk about, but we're actually going to move that part up. Hold on, I just want to see something real quick. Let me see. Hold on real quick. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Yeah, because we definitely got to talk about that. We definitely got to talk about that.
What his viewpoint has been and how he wasn't shy at all about, and he almost in real life has laser eyes, almost in real life. But the stackers and the hodlers, they must be, at this point, anyone who has been stacking or hodling is on top of the world.
Oh, absolutely. MicroStrategy was a first mover in terms of adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet. And that's why this national crypto stockpile is so compelling. So essentially, the U.S. government has $16 billion worth of Bitcoin already on its balance sheet that it has amassed through these seizure operations. But what Donald Trump is talking about doing is not only holding on to that, but he's also been talking to Senator Lummis and her team, who put forth legislation to buy 1 million Bitcoin over the course of 5 years, so that ultimately you get a supply of Bitcoin held by the U.S. government that is, tantamount to what we have in gold reserves, 5% of the total Bitcoin supply. So it's just you're even seeing the U.S. government potentially leaning into this HODL strategy, as you were saying.
Well, either you're just really excited about your job or you're orange pilled, one or the other. I can tell how quickly you talk and how much you know about this. So you eat it up, do you not?
No, I do. And I think that especially that promise to fire SEC Chair Gensler on day one in office is why you're seeing stocks like Coinbase and Robinhood do so well. Because you've got Coinbase that's been fighting the regulator for over a year in court. You've got Robinhood that has Wells notice in May, so it may not materialize in an actual lawsuit if you see a change of leadership at the top of the SEC. So it's a lot of these stocks are optimistic about what a Trump presidency might mean. I
saw Anthony, who we had a fun show on Friday with the Mooch, and he's mad at Elizabeth Warren, and he took it out on her again, and it was tweeting about her with her anti-Bitcoin stance being part of the, not really the election losses, but being at least involved and taking her to task.
But I mean, that's what's been so incredible. You think there were a lot of things.
I mean, like when it comes to the Democrat loss, like there's what's crazy about it is there's so many problems with how the Democrats were doing things, and the very weird and very cringe topics of discussion that people are prioritizing, it says a lot. It says a lot. If you guys would agree, it says a lot, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree and you don't think that it says a lot, then give me a thumbs down. It says a lot. You know what I'm saying? It says a lot about where people's priorities are. It says a lot about what people actually believe. It says a lot about what people actually want to do. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says, while Bitcoin season is marked by ballooning demand, altcoin season reflects a period of rapid growth and volatility for a range of alternative digital assets such as Solana and Ethereum. 2024 alone has seen heightened interest in Bitcoin from the masses, thanks largely to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission approving several ETFs related to the token. However, with Trump's pledge to fire the federal agency's chair, Gary Gensler, and enact a digital asset-friendly regulation, the entire cryptocurrency sector may receive a boost when he returns to the Oval Office. So now, mind you, again, he's not even in office yet. You know what I'm saying? He's not even in office yet, and cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is acting up like this. You know what I'm saying? Crypto community eyes altcoin season. Key factors to consider when assessing whether it is altcoin season include an increase in altcoin dominance, rising trading volumes, coin price breakouts, and the alt season index. All right. According to blockchaincenter.net, the altcoin season begins when over 75% of altcoins outperform Bitcoin in at least a 3-month span. All right. According to the crypto website's index, the last time a true altcoin season occurred was January of 2022, with its altcoin rating of 37 as of Monday, November 11th. Interest rate cuts from the Federal Reserve may also support altcoin activity, although recent Bitcoin investors and public figures such as ex-CEO Elon Musk have called to abolish the Federal Reserve banking system altogether. Now, let me ask you guys this question. How many people agree with that the Fed should go? If you guys agree and you think that the Fed should go, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, then give me a thumbs down. Trump, who most recently launched his family's crypto platform, World Liberty Financial, frequently taunted his connection to digital assets while on the campaign trail in recent months. And Kamala Harris's campaign is so dumb, they didn't even get Trump on his flip-flopping on crypto because Trump sounded just like everybody else sound, and Trump said that Bitcoin was a scam. You know what I'm saying? And then he flipped on it. He flipped on his position. Now look at this. Billionaire Michael Saylor MicroStrategy acquires $27,200 Bitcoin worth $2.3 billion. Now let me ask y'all already know what type of question I'm about to ask. What kind of business do we have that could throw around that type of money? What type of business do we got that can throw around that type of money? This is what I'm saying. Like, man, I people need to stop aiming so low. You know what I'm saying? You got to wonder if people be aiming this low because, you know what I'm saying, they want you to stay that low. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to aim high. So we're going to take a look at this MicroStrategies stock. All right? Because as y'all saw, MicroStrategies increased by about 23%. Look at your boy Michael Saylor. He said if you use fiat, you poor. Michael Saylor said people that use fiat currency, we call them poor. Now, what's interesting about it is that in any other situation, what the white guy says matters. In any other situation, what the white guy says matters a whole lot. Would y'all, if you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. But for some reason, you know what I'm saying? In this situation, I guess not so much. I guess not so much. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you what. What's that new dude that Trump got for the immigration? What's his name? We're going to be talking about him on Undocumented pretty soon. Everybody care about what he talking about. But don't nobody care about what the dude that bought $2 billion worth of Bitcoin is talking about. This is what I'm saying about I don't believe people when they claim that they got certain things prioritized. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I believe reality. I believe what I see. You know what I'm saying? They sitting over there. They sitting over there talking about what the new borders are talking about. Old video clips. Bitcoin hitting 100,000, you know what I'm saying? 90,000, 80,000 today. It's opportunity costs on this Bitcoin. If you don't, these are all, look at this. People that don't have Bitcoin, all these recent surges, would y'all agree? These are opportunities costs and sunk costs. Costs that can't be made back up. You will never have another opportunity to be able to make and hold this money again. You can only get new money. And this is what I'm saying. This is one of the reasons I don't believe it. I believe action. You know what I'm saying? MicroStrategy stock has risen more than 25% on Monday, hitting a record high as investors react to Bitcoin surge. And look at this. The company's purchase of some 27,000 coins over the past 2 weeks. How many people heard about that? If y'all heard about that, give me a thumbs up. If y'all didn't hear about that, give me a thumbs down. Now, again, this is why I'm asking the question. What kind of business or what kind of millionaire, billionaire do we have that can buy that type of Bitcoin or that type of asset, period? And my question is, I don't understand really why people don't see that as a problem. You know what I'm saying? The company is the largest corporate holder of Bitcoin with a stake of 279,420 coins. It disclosed early Monday that it had bought the additional coins for about $2 billion from October 31st through Sunday, funded with sales of new equity. MicroStrategy owns, look at this, MicroStrategy owns more than 1% of the roughly 20 million Bitcoins outstanding. This one company owns 1% of the Bitcoin. I don't even think that it's registered that this is a new form of wealth. Like, and it's not even new. Like, this is old. Like, people be late to the party, man. The latest buy is one of its largest purchases since it pivoted to its strategy of accumulating Bitcoin in 2020. Which is crazy because, you know what I'm saying? I've had a strategy of accumulating Bitcoin since 2017. The stock, however, remains a pricey way to own a cryptocurrency. The company is valued at 3 times the value of its Bitcoin stake, a near record premium, Barron's estimates. The figure is up from about 2.3 in mid-October and close to a parity at the end of 2023. MicroStrategy shares finished Monday at $340. Look at this. up 26% on the session and a new record close. The stock up more than fivefold so far this year. Fivefold. That's 500%. 500%. Let me ask y'all this. How many of y'all 401ks and y'all savings bonds increased 500% this year? Right. Shout out to Win Loser Rug. Win Loser Rug said ninjas will cope. You don't know what I got. Like the blockchain isn't traceable. Facts. And I know you ain't got nothing that's worth more than a Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't make this up, man. People just letting this wealth just slip through their fingers. And then to turn around and sit there and say, didn't nobody tell us? Like, ain't nobody on that, man. Ain't nobody, no one is on that. You know what I'm saying? People could have been getting in this back in 2017 when it was only like $4,000 or $5,000. At that time, Ethereum was like $200 or $300. You know what I'm saying? Bitcoin, which trades around the clock 7 days a week, was up about 13% to 86,700 on Monday, relative to trading levels Friday. The price has doubled this year. The price has doubled this year of Bitcoin, the scam. The scam. Yeah, you definitely got scammed. You know what I'm saying? You lost the potential ×2 amount of money. Shout out to Win Loser Rug. Win Loser Rug said men and women still trying to get along online. These convos are just different. Yeah, bro. That's why I can't. That's why, like, I can't with a lot of that stuff unless it ties into what we talking about. Like, I can't, like that. Like, that's a time wasting conversation. That's a time wasting conversation. These people, they so stupid, bro. They're gonna sit there and bicker back and forth for the next 4 years and not benefit from anything going on in the world, and then sit there and turn around and say that it was targeted against them, when all they was doing was targeting each other with nonsense and wasting time. And then somebody supposed to save somebody, man. Nah, ain't nobody saving nothing. We saving Bitcoin. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? Here's our math on MicroStrategy's premium to its Bitcoin holding and why that makes the stock look so expensive. The company's Bitcoin stake is 279,420 coins, and it's now worth about $24 billion based on the current Bitcoin price. And again, I got to ask this question with the money. Where is our businesses that have this type of money? Where is anybody at even trying to talk about this? Where is anybody at even trying to gain this type of wealth? Nobody's even trying to gain this type of wealth, bro. Nobody trying to gain this type of wealth. Bloomberg down here talking about Bitcoin could hit $150,000 by the end of next year, which is wild because we just looked at that prediction that said that it could top 125,000 in January. Look at this. Here's our math on MicroStrategy's premium to its Bitcoin holdings and why that makes the stock look expensive. The company's Bitcoin stake, 279,420 coins, is now worth about $24 billion based on the current Bitcoin price, while the company's market capitalization is nearly $72 billion based on 210.8 million basic shares outstanding. All right, so let's take a look at this video and see how viable this $150,000 Bitcoin is by the end of next year. By the end of next year. Now, you know, we're working on Project 2028, right? So by the end of next year, I mean, that's just what, 2025 going into 2026, right? So what should happen by the end of 2025, 2026? Our money that we have right now should be growing, right? The money that we have currently, it should be growing. Plus, we should have additional new money in our portfolios. Ideally, more money than we have in there right now. Staking, dollar cost averaging, buying dips. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down.
And a crypto buying spree is underway as traders bet that Trump will usher in a new era of digital asset investment.
So now, look, let me ask y'all this. How come the liberal media didn't say or talk about this? How come no media talked about this?
Crypto buying spree is underway as traders bet that Trump will usher in a new era of digital asset investing. That means Bitcoin is now at an all-time high or near it, while stocks like Marathon Digital and Coinbase surge as well. We're going to bring in Metafied CEO Frank Spicer, and fascinating to see Bitcoin hit 82,000 or more, but how much more upside is there? You know, how much is this the, buy the rumor, sell the news kind of story at the end of the day, especially when you realize—
Buy the rumor, buy the news is what it was. We were up, and then Trump got elected, and then we're up.
But nothing's happened yet. Like everything else you've seen.
Okay, that's a good point. That's a good. The news hasn't come yet.
There's no new SEC chief yet. There is no new head of all these regulatory agencies outside of that. Frank, what do you think?
And see, I gotta agree with this woman. This is what I'm saying. Like, Trump ain't even stepped in office yet. So just imagine when Trump fired old boy, what'll happen to the price? What y'all think gonna happen to the price when Trump fired old boy and lay out the first policy?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me back. I would say the markets still have a ways to go, because what you're seeing right now is primarily institutionally driven buying. It's people that have been, soaking up the BTC that was available through the exchange liquidations, and now those are pretty much burnt off. But retail hasn't come back in. If you look at the size of the buy orders that are coming in, they're all fairly large. You're not seeing drips and drabs like you would, and you're not.
Chevy Equinox EV starting at $34,995. Go EV without changing a thing. Chevrolet.
Seeing your Uber driver checking their portfolio as you're driving around now. When that returns, I think that the market can go considerably higher.
I mean, I would buy that there's more institutional interest in this run-up than there has been in the past. On the other hand, Doge has run further faster, right? I think it's up 80-some% year to date. How come people are buying this? And please tell me, institutions are not buying Dogecoin.
I don't know if institutions are buying Dogecoin. They're not large buys. Seems speculative, but if I had to put my bet on it, I would say they're expecting Elon Musk to do something with Twitter and bake it into that platform for its censorship-resistant qualities. If you have a token that you can use to monetize a platform in jurisdictions where the governments are sort of prohibiting, their currencies to be traded, Doge is a way around that and a way to monetize the platform. It may not be the only token that Musk uses, but I actually anticipate him to work that in order to continue to, move the platform away from free speech restrictions in jurisdictions that are a little more restricted.
Just to tie a bow on the Dogecoin discussion, if you're a big institution watching right now and you're buying Dogecoin, come on with us. We just have a couple questions. But Frank, let's talk a little bit more about the mix between retail and institution when it comes to Bitcoin. And let's bring this conversation to the Bitcoin ETFs, which are seeing so much interest. And at first blush, you might think that's all retail buying these ETFs on their brokerage platforms. But we have seen a lot of hedge funds come in through the wrapper.
Yeah, it's I think a lot of people feel, a lot of hedge fund managers feel that there's a little bit more to go, a lot more left in this market run up, and they don't want to be left out. Everybody has to have a piece, and it's a really easy way to be involved there, especially, when you're looking at the compliance and regulatory, requirements. It's
right. Shout out to Carlton. Shout out to Carlton and shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Carlton said Dogecoin must be legitimate because they can't stop talking about it. Facts. And we know what the deal is. Win Lose a Rug said Doge is the most known besides Bitcoin. Right. Like, bro, these people, man.
It's a great way to get involved with the asset, and I think, it's going to work for them. It's going to work for retail investors, and it's an overall good way to be involved in the market.
Frank, if we think about what's next, you said Bitcoin could go materially higher. What's the price target? I mean, where do you think it ends next year?
Well, I was on the show and I said it would be 100K by the end of the year when it was about 58. I think, given where we're at, I wouldn't put 150K out by the end of next year. And I still think that 100K was within reach this year as well.
We saw Mara Holdings take off. We saw Coinbase take off. I mean, any number of crypto-related stocks. And on that note, I wonder about Metafied. I know you want to get into broader trading, maybe equities trading using AI. Just give us the quick elevator pitch about your business expanding.
Yes, Metafied uses AI predictive signals to forecast asset prices, and we use humans to compete with them to fine-tune them. And we've been primarily involved in crypto asset predictions, but we're over the next 6 months moving into broader equities and commodities forecasting, and those products should be out, very soon after the new year.
So yeah, we need to get into this. We need to get some of these AI predictors into the Discord. What do you guys think? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. And if people want to stay broke, they can stay broke. You know what I'm saying? we'll just keep making all the money, and you know what I'm saying? We just laugh while they cry, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what else to say. So now here it says MicroStrategy also has more than $4 billion of debt. And again, so they have $4 billion of debt, but they got what did it say? $24 billion of Bitcoin. MicroStrategies also has more than $4 billion of debt and a software business that some analysts estimate is worth about $1 billion. Its enterprise value, debt plus equity market value, adjusted for the software business, is around $75 billion, we calculate, or about 3.1 times the value of its Bitcoin stake. The business is worth even more than the Bitcoin stake. Using the company's fully diluted share count of 242 million shares, disclosed in MicroStrategy's press release on Monday, the premium is close to 3.5, Barron's estimates. The fully diluted count reflects conversion of the company's convertible debt into equity. This means investors effectively are paying about $250,000 for each of the company's Bitcoin, even though the price of the coins is in the mid 80,000 range, we calculate. Barron's wrote recently that the stock was an expensive way to play Bitcoin. All right. And again, there's other ways that you could do it. I don't know why somebody would do it like that, but whatever. Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug said, we'll make sure to give their kids jobs. Bro, facts. Facts. You know what I'm saying? One potential reason for the sharp recent rally in MicroStrategies is short covering. There is a sizable shorts base in the stock that recently totaled 30 million shares, or about 16% of the available float. Some investors may have been long Bitcoin and short MicroStrategy, hoping to capitalize on a narrowing premium on MicroStrategy shares relative to Bitcoin. This trade hasn't worked well, as MicroStrategies has outperformed Bitcoin, potentially forcing those in the arbitrage trade to unwind their holdings and buy back their MicroStrategy shorts. Investors also may be gravitating to MicroStrategy as a Bitcoin bellwether. Under the leadership of chairman and controlling shareholder Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy's strategy has been, look at this, now pay attention to the strategy. MicroStrategy's strategy has been to purchase large amounts of Bitcoin funded by a combination of equity and debt sales. When the company disclosed its earnings in late October, management said that from 2025 to 2027, it planned to raise $42 billion in capital, divided equally between stock and new debt, primarily to buy more coins. Now, let me ask you guys this question. Who even has a $42 billion initiative, you know what I'm saying, in our neck of the woods? And again, this is what I'm talking about aiming low. Why do people aim at the ground? You know what I'm saying? Do that make any sense? Using both, and again, how are you supposed to aim high when you have an entire group of people crashing out because you didn't vote for a particular candidate just because, I don't know, they make people feel good because they live vicariously through her? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. That kind of logic doesn't make sense to me, but people being in the condition that they're in, doing stuff like that, That does make sense to me. That makes a lot of sense to me. You know what I'm saying? That makes a lot of sense to me. Using both debt and equity to fund purchases lets the company increase the amount of Bitcoin it holds per share in a way that is beneficial to shareholders. MicroStrategy said in October it introduced a new financial metric called Bitcoin yield that seeks to measure that. All right. The Bitcoin yield isn't a traditional yield measure. Instead, it reflects the percentage change over particular periods in the ratio between the company's Bitcoin holdings and its share outstanding. Wall Street analysts are near uniform in recommending the stock. TD Cowen analyst Lance Vitanza wrote Monday, MicroStrategy's ability to tap the capital markets in size reflects our view the market's acceptance of its announced strategy to hold and acquire Bitcoin and use its balance sheet to do so on terms that are clearly and demonstrably accretive to existing shareholders. All right. So, but using debt to fund Bitcoin purchases involves the risk that prices of the coin might fall. The company's debt traded for less than 50 cents on the dollar in 2022 when Bitcoin dipped below 20,000. The company's average purchase price is around $42,000 per Bitcoin. Given the high premium on MicroStrategy stock relative to its Bitcoin holdings, an exchange-traded fund like the 30 billion iShares Bitcoin Trust looks like a better play on the crypto market. MicroStrategy's stock premium to Bitcoin could erode, leaving shares to lag behind the cryptocurrency. All right. So again, this is a pretty bold initiative that Michael Saylor is doing. But the thing about it is, for the most part, it's worked. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, bro. It does not make any sense. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. They got an article in here from Crypto News. All right, we're gonna take a look at this article here from Crypto News. Breaking: billionaire Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy acquires 27,200 Bitcoin worth $2.3 billion. And this is how he's funding his company, but it's a scam though. Look at all the green up there in the market. Look at all that green up there in the market. Like, you know what I'm saying? Breaking: billionaire Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy acquires 27,200 Bitcoin worth $2.3 billion. Now he's securing a nice little future for his family. Right? How many of y'all would agree? He's securing a nice little future for his family. The latest additions bring MicroStrategy's total Bitcoin holdings to approximately 279,420 Bitcoin. That is wild. That is a lot of money, man. That is a lot of money. Now, we've talked about all these CEOs that's out here that's getting taken out. So now, you know, when you start talking about this, you know, people will be like, oh, well, they'll just take you out. They taking these CEOs out too. You know what I'm saying? If you guys agree, they taking these CEOs out too, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. Win Loser Rug said, I got family I spoke to daily about the migrant crisis, the cost of living, and how every job in LA wants bilingual people. These MFs still crashing out over the election results. And then there's people that's denying the election result crash out. Like, bro, it's videos of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's two stories being told. You know what I'm saying? There's a story that has data that supports it, and then there's a story that doesn't have data that supports it. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says Michael Saylor's MicroStrategies has bolstered its position as the largest corporate holder of Bitcoin with a new purchase of 27,200 Bitcoin. The acquisition, valued at $2.03 billion, was made Look at this acquisition, man. Let me ask y'all this question. When is the last time one of us acquired anything that cost $2.3 billion? Yeah, shout out to Carlton. Facts. Not some, a lot. Clearly. A lot of people got to get left. You know what I'm saying? It was only what? How many people was it on the in the Bible? They like reading the Bible so much. How many people was it on the ark? How many people was it on the ark? You know what I'm saying? They like reading the Bible so much. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, shout out to everybody watching, man. I appreciate y'all. If y'all haven't hit that like button yet, please do me a favor. Take a moment, hit that like button. Also, if y'all haven't shared the stream to your social media, take a moment, share the stream to your social media. We got 27 people watching. We got 35 likes. Let's try to get the likes to 60. So, yeah, the acquisition was valued at $2.3 billion, and it was made between October 31st and November 10th at an average price of $74,463 per coin, including fees, the company said in an official press release. The latest addition brings MicroStrategy's total Bitcoin holdings to approximately 279,420 Bitcoin, acquired for an aggregate $11.9 billion. All right. MicroStrategy's average purchase price stands at $42,600. The company's average purchase price now stands at $42,692 per coin, compared to Bitcoin's current price of $81,700. All right, so they got them at a 50% discount for the most part. Oh, yeah, absolutely. We're on the crypto arc, bro, facts. Shout out to Patrick. I wouldn't disagree. Patrick said people put faith in the Bible over buying Bitcoin. Yeah. Yeah. And what's crazy about it is you can show somebody the Bitcoin gains, and you can't show anybody anything from the Bible, but they'll believe. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay. You know what I'm saying? On Monday, Bitcoin soared to an all-new all-time high of above $82,000, fueled by growing optimism from U.S. elections that brought several pro-crypto candidates into office. See that? Several pro-crypto candidates. So now here goes my question. If we got pro-crypto candidates that have been put into office, why are people not trying to capitalize on that? Why are people not trying to capitalize on that? You know what I'm saying? We got pro-crypto candidates. The rally was mirrored by a significant activity in futures markets, with open interest for Bitcoin surpassing $90,000 on the Durbin exchange, exceeding $2.8 billion. So for the most part, it's pretty evident that Bitcoin is probably going to go over 90,000 because these futures probably going to push it in that direction. You know what I'm saying? These futures probably going to push Bitcoin in that direction. Meanwhile, MicroStrategy's latest acquisition follows a mixed earnings report, with MicroStrategy's falling short of revenue expectations by reporting $116 million in quarterly sales against $122.66 million consensus estimate. However, the company's Bitcoin strategy remains aggressive, with plans to raise $42 billion in capital for further acquisitions in the coming years. See, dubbed the 21-21 plan. See, everybody's got a plan. Project 2025. MicroStrategy's got the 2021 plan. This is what I need everybody to tell me. What is the name of our plan? Carlton know what the name of the plan is. What's the name of the plan? The strategy involves raising $21 billion in equity and $21 billion in fixed income securities to continue its aggressive Bitcoin acquisition. Now, do you think that this 21 number that they're using is in honor of 21 million Bitcoin? Probably. 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 More firms adopt Bitcoin as a reserve asset. They don't think that it's a scam, y'all. Shout out to Carlton. Shout out to Carlton. Carlton said, plan 2053. If you know, you know. Bro, I'll be all up and through Cleveland talking about crypto, bro. St. Clair, Glenville, Collinwood, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all over the place, bro. My whole family from Cleveland. Ohio City, Tremont, you know what I'm saying? Not even just Cleveland, Akron, you know what I'm saying? Canton, all over the place. Youngstown, shit, when I used to live out there. You know how people do, though. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really trying to hear it. They ain't really trying to hear it, man. But they want to complain about being broke, though. So I don't know what to say. Now it's funny because check this out, right? The very same people that say, quote unquote, the white man's ice is colder, literally prove that point by when you be like, yo, you could generate wealth like this, and then they deflect away from it and start talking about something else that's not even being discussed. Is King Kennedy project still standing? I don't know. I know about King Kennedy, but that's not my neck of the woods. I ain't never really parlayed and kicked it over there. You know what I'm saying? But I know some people from there though. I used to the only projects that I ever hung out in Cleveland was Garden Valley. You know what I'm saying? Over off of 89th and Kinsman. I don't really know nobody in King Kennedy or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I know some people in Warrensville Heights that's from Wofford. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't really know too many people from King Kennedy. You know what I'm saying? Shit, my dad, his whole family is from the Glenville area. My mom, they from 131st and Miles and the Lee Harvard area. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, man, all they gonna do is complain about being broke. They want the check signed by the U.S. government. And then to turn around and tell you the white man ice is colder. But then, like, here goes some Bitcoin ice. Nah, we want the check from the government. Like, here go the thing, though, right? Nobody's saying not to get the check from the government, but why would you not raise money so that you can have more weapons to go to war with? Like, I just don't understand that mind state. So, like, just sit there and stay idle and wait for the person to sign the check instead of getting some tools and then coming at them with pressure. Like, I don't get it. It don't make any sense to me. That's that 2053 plan that Carlton talking about. It don't make no sense to me. These companies want to use Bitcoin. These the very companies that make up the racial wealth gap. These the companies that make up the racial wealth gap that everybody complain about. And they use them, and they want to use Bitcoin. I don't know, man. I don't get it. The ongoing macroeconomic uncertainties characterized by increasing inflationary pressures and geopolitical tensions have prompted corporate treasurers to explore the inclusion of Bitcoin as a reserve asset. Look at this. All these people, man. The ongoing macroeconomic uncertainties characterized by increasing inflationary pressures and geopolitical tensions. Yo, and all these people's reaction videos and all this stuff talking about the election, is anybody talking about this? Nope. Nope. Why are they not talking about this, Carlton? Carlton said, I think people are waiting on politicians to tell them to get into crypto. Maybe Obama can motivate them. I guess, bro. They wait. I guess. I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know. What it looks like to me is that people want the racial wealth gap bigger than it is. It don't look like they want to close it. Because if it look, let me ask you this. If you watching somebody and they say they want to gain muscles and all they do is sit around and eat potato chips all day, are you going to believe them that they want to gain muscles? So like you hear all these people talking about they want wealth and they want resources and they want assets, but like literally none of their conversations ever encompass anything related to any of this right here. And then they still complain about being broke. Like to me, everybody's parents told them back in the day, action speaks louder than words, right? Action speaks louder than words. I know that's what my parents told me. You know what I'm saying? Action speaks louder than words. So if action speaks louder than words, you know what I'm saying? Then the action versus the inaction is telling you everything you need to know. Shout out to Carlton. Carlton said, honestly, I think people are scared of crypto because it's relatively new. Bro, it's older than the C19 jab that they all got. It's older than the C19 jab that they all got. It's older than TikTok that they all got. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Alpha Male Pimp Network. Alpha Male Pimp Network said the Kamala Harris supporters only discuss this topic only in the context of saying Trump will not benefit the digital currency market or the economy. I think that has already been debunked simply by what happened with the election, the way that his election has influenced the market, and he's not even in the White House yet. Shout out to Carlton. Carlton said, dang, you got a point. I always got a point, and they always sharp as hell too. They'll make you bleed. Bro, it's a lot of people that got cars that with newer features than crypto. Crypto ain't new. It's been like what? Bitcoin came out in what, 2004? See, like certain people be thinking that just because they came into some new information that is new for everybody else. It's a whole world that goes on outside of the echo chambers that these people be in. Yeah, they can figure out how to use the TikTok store. I bet you they bought stuff off the TikTok store. They all got Cash App. You can buy Bitcoin right on Cash App. This is what I'm saying, bro. Like a lot of people just be BSing. And like my thing is ain't nothing wrong with BSing, but like just be honest. Like, yeah, we just BSing. Like we just, you know what I'm saying? Like we just talking mess. All right, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's cool. But just at least be honest about it though. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand why people can't be honest about it. So now here it says just recently, digital asset prime service platform Abra launched a service designed for corporates seeking to hold cryptocurrencies as reserve assets on their balance sheets. Look at all these companies springing up, like working as cryptocurrency logistics, bro. Shout out to Rosemary being a like enforcer. Make sure y'all throw some like enforcers in the chat for Rosemary. Look at that. Likewise, Japanese investment firm MetaPlanet has been actively increasing its Bitcoin holdings since May. A Japanese investment firm, MetaPlanet, has been actively increasing its Bitcoin holdings since May, when it announced plans to use Bitcoin as a strategic treasury reserve. The move was driven by Japan's economic challenges, including high government debt, negative interest rates, and a weakening yen. In addition to its Bitcoin purchase, MetaPlanet revealed it will exercise stock acquisition rights, generating 299.7 million yen to fund further Bitcoin acquisitions. The firm also announced a partnership with SBI VC Trade the crypto subsidiary of SBI Group, to access corporate custody services that optimize tax efficiency and provide potential financing options using Bitcoin as collateral. Again, do y'all see the institutional implementation of Bitcoin? Like, whole man, listen, man, whole people getting left behind out here. You know what I'm saying? Last month, the firm raised approximately 10 billion yen, 66 million, through a stock acquisition rights offering, attracting 13,744 individual shareholders. Look at this. Look at this. Altcoin news. This just came out an hour ago. Trump administration prepares government to take relaxed stance on crypto. What y'all think that's about to do to the cryptocurrency market? Bro, do you know how many new millionaires there's about to be? Do you know what this wealth transfer about to look like? And this is what, man, I ain't trying to hear no more broke people content. No more. Trump administration prepares government to take relaxed stance on cryptos. Trump 2.0 is preparing to implement his campaign promise of making the U.S. crypto capital of the planet. Now, knowing that listen, here's my question for y'all, right? Knowing that Trump said all this, or maybe people didn't know that Trump said all this. Knowing that Trump said all this, why didn't people just buy a little bit of cryptocurrency just to hold, just in case he won, if they didn't know who was going to win or not? Think about that. I hear Trump keep talking about this cryptocurrency. He keep talking about Bitcoin. Let me just grab a little bit real quick, just in case he win. Why didn't anybody do that? Maybe some people did do that. Did anybody do that? We don't count because we've been in. You know what I'm saying? So we don't count. But what about other people, though? Honestly, for real, cryptocurrency, that's probably about the biggest thing that Trump was talking about. I don't think he really promised anything other than deportations and all that. You know what I'm saying? And the legitimate bathrooms, you know what I'm saying? Getting rid of all that kind of stuff and all that. What other promises did Trump give? So now here go the thing, right? All these people, like, they be asking these questions like, well, what do a Trump presidency mean for black people? Here go my question. How are you positioned to be able to benefit from anything that Trump did? Even if Kamala Harris won, how was you positioned to benefit from anything either president would have did? Patrick said, Ninja, you said don't buy none. I said don't buy none during a spurt, bro. Why would you buy it when it's his highest price? Why would you do that? Do anybody shop for anything like that? Like, do people, let me ask y'all this. Do people go around looking for the highest price of stuff and then buying it, or do people wait and try to find a discount and then buy it? It's at a historic high. Patrick said, I'm just kidding. I just want to blame somebody. Bro, I swear to God, though, that's how people be sounding. That's how people be sounding. You know what I'm saying? They be like, yeah, we was told not to buy none. It's like, oh my God. I'm just not even gonna do no content. Like, forget it. You know what I'm saying? Duh. But I don't know where it'll dip back down to, though, if it even do dip back down. It probably, I would say this ain't gonna last forever where it's at right now. But it might last for an extended amount of time, but it ain't gonna last forever, though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta try to calculate target prices too. You know what I'm saying? So let's see this relaxed administration. Now, let me ask y'all this. What do y'all think that, why do y'all think that Trump is taking a laxed position on crypto? What's the benefit in that? Why is he taking a laxed position? Let me know what y'all think. Why he's taking a position that's laxed. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to take no strict position. Trump's incoming administration would appoint pro-crypto candidates for key positions and adopt a more liberal stance on cryptos. All right, so the conservative is going to come through and be liberal on crypto. You know what I'm saying? Trump 2.0 is preparing to implement his campaign promise of making the U.S. the crypto capital of the planet. According to a Washington Post report, Trump is exploring new personnel and policies that would relax crypto regulatory environment in the United States. All right, so we should check out this Washington Post article. This is an article. See, this is an article from November 11th. This is an article from yesterday. It's about to be a really nice. It's 2025 and 2020 and 2026. They about to be nice. Shout out to Alpha Male Pimp Network. Alpha Male Pimp Network said the reason for this strategic move by Trump is because BRICS this past summer is planning on launching BRICS Pay. Yeah, there's that. And then there's also the fact that there's other countries that actually have Bitcoin as a strategic asset. And corporations like BlackRock and MicroStrategy about to take over the entire, like, they're about to have all the Bitcoin. Like, BRICS is a factor, but as far as this goes here in the United States, United States has been behind on the cryptocurrency situation. You know what I'm saying? United States shut down Binance. United States tried to shut down Coinbase. United States been in litigation with XRP forever. United States, they done sued Coinbase multiple times. For the most part, they actually shut down FTX for the most part. So, like, the thing is like the BRICS thing, like, BRICS is BRICS. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of a different issue, you know what I'm saying, than Bitcoin. But the United States been behind on cryptocurrency. They just been behind on it. Been backwards on it. You know what I'm saying? All them other countries like Russia and all them, they use Bitcoin and they use gold too. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that that Trump and his cryptocurrency position got anything to do with that. I think it might have a little bit to do with direct competition with China, but the United States is behind like crazy on crypto, like crazy. You know what I'm saying? I noticed, I remember having to get all my coins off of Binance because we had 24 hours before they shut down because the United States pulled their ability to trade. And the battles of Bitcoin and Ethereum trying to get classified as trying to get classified as commodities and all that. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing is like with some of these BRICS countries, they're doing what's called central bank digital currency. And central bank digital currency is different from cryptocurrency and it's different from Bitcoin. They're not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? The United States, now here go the thing. Kamala Harris was actually pro central bank digital currency. And like not too many people talk about that. But as far as the central bank digital currency goes, that's completely different than cryptocurrency or than Bitcoin. And a lot of people be conflating that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know China is working on a central bank digital currency. That's completely different than crypto. You know what I'm saying? That's something entirely different. And I know Trump is anti central bank digital currency. You know what I'm saying? the United States has been anti Bitcoin and anti cryptocurrency for a long time, and it's because of issues that don't really originate with BRICS. You know what I'm saying? The reason why BRICS exists is to get rid of Western hegemony. Western hegemony is based on U.S. dollar imperialism. That's one of the reasons why, like BRICS is more focused for real on trying to dislodge the dollar as the petro currency and install the petro yuan as the reserve currency for oil, more so than they have to do anything with Bitcoin is completely independent of any government. It don't even have nothing to do with the government. You know what I'm saying? So it's like BRICS got their own agenda, and their agenda don't really have nothing to do with Bitcoin. They might buy Bitcoin as some asset, you know what I'm saying, to like kind of build their wealth and have it as a reserve asset with their goal. But BRICS, like Bitcoin and BRICS, is two different scenarios. Shout out to Alonda. Alonda said, "Didn't you do a live stream about Chinese renminbi? I don't know who that is." Shout out to Rosemary. Rosemary said, "I thought it was because they fear China's social credit score." I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I know that I know one thing. I know that they fear China and Russia's growing alliance and growing influence in the world. But as far as if they fear China's social credit score, I don't know how China's social credit score would affect the United States. That's really something for Chinese, like people that live in China. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, like the BRICS is more or less to be a counterbalance against U.S. dollar and Western economic hegemony. The BRICS is also against the EU. You know what I'm saying? The BRICS is also against the EU. So like, Bitcoin is a separate issue. You know what I'm saying? Bitcoin is complete. No, I just don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? That's just my best guess, Rosemary. I'm not too sure. You know what I'm saying? Alonda said the Chinese renminbi is China's digital currency, which is believed to be just as valuable as the U.S. dollar. Oh, okay. And if that's China's digital currency, that is a central bank digital currency that's controlled by the Chinese central bank. Bitcoin is not controlled by anybody. People can hold Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is not controlled by anybody. If this is a Chinese digital currency, this is a currency that's controlled by China. You know what I'm saying? They're very different. You know what I'm saying? But the whole idea of BRICS is to leverage against the influence of the U.S. dollar, though. All them countries that's part of BRICS, you know what I'm saying? They trying not to end up like Libya. They're trying to make sure that they don't end up like Gaddafi. You know what I'm saying? And Bitcoin don't really play a part in none of that. Bitcoin is something different. You know what I'm saying? So now and that's why you don't. Now let me ask y'all this: do y'all ever hear countries fighting over like Bitcoin? They fighting over Bitcoin policy or fighting over like actual Bitcoins and stuff like that. You don't really hear nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason for that. And the reason is because the only type of policy they can really enforce over Bitcoin is either allowing it or banning it. And Bitcoin, for the most part, after you allow it or ban it, is self-governed. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug said, nah, the renminbi is a smaller currency in China, like a quarter is in the U.S. So many renminbi make a whole yuan. Oh, okay. So what they trying to do? What are they trying to do with it? They trying to do anything with it? I ain't really heard nothing about it. I don't know too much about it. So I don't want to like be up here acting like I'm an expert about the renminbi because I'm not too sure about it. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you nothing about the renminbi. I can tell you about Bitcoin, but I can't tell you about no renminbi. Oh, okay. Their central bank digital currency is the digital yuan. Okay. So then the renminbi, it don't have nothing to do with the digital currency. Then it don't have nothing to do with the digital yuan. Now the digital yuan, that's controlled by the Chinese central bank, right? By the Chinese finance ministry, the Chinese financial authority, right? Kamala Harris was trying to put right. Shout out to Leonard. Hide the money. It's poor people around. The renminbi is hit or miss. It fluctuates. Well, most foreign exchange, like most foreign exchange floats, you know what I'm saying, fluctuates up and down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Rosemary. All that stuff is on the Discord. So yeah, I might, if you go and watch the old like Blacklight BLR geopolitics, like we talk about BRICS and all that. I might have to do some update live streams about BRICS. We talked about it a lot during the Russia-Ukraine stuff. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says Trump's aides are considering having a mix of current regulators, former federal officials, and financial industry executives who have a positive stance on cryptos. See? For key leadership in positions. Additionally, his senior advisors are consulting with cryptocurrency executives on potential federal policy changes. Now, let me ask y'all this, man. Is this a value chain right here? You know that these cryptocurrency CEOs, they about to get paid off of this, man. All the stock options and all that, they gotta, you know what I'm saying, in their investments, they about to get paid off of this. Now, again, this is why I keep asking about the position. Who is in position to get the trickle-down benefit from any of this? Alpha Male Pimp Network said the renminbi stock is super high or super low. Yeah, it's probably volatile. Foreign exchange can be volatile. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a level of volatility, especially if it's against the dollar. I don't know what market is being compared to in that sense, but you know what I'm saying? If it's in comparison to the dollar, it's probably real volatile. Look at this. Look at this down here. Bitcoin is becoming a political imperative after Trump win. I mean, it's just nonstop. China's Nano Lab accept Bitcoin payments. People been left out of a whole series of wealth. Left behind. You know what I'm saying? Left behind. The administration had initial discussions focused on regulatory agencies, including the Security and Exchange Commission, the report added. Sources told the publication that the process is still early and the list of candidates changed. However, some of those under consideration include Daniel Gallagher, who currently works for Robinhood, and the SEC's two Republican commissioners, Hester Pierce and Mark Udia. Who would be the next SEC chair? Another crucial appointment would be the chair of the SEC, the power to determine crypto regulations. Pierce is reportedly seen as a potential interim chair of the SEC once Trump takes over the White House. Trump had previously promised to fire the current SEC chair, Gary Gensler, on day one. So again, when Gary Gensler loses his job, what do y'all think that the Bitcoin price is gonna look like? Shout out to Carlton. Yeah, I would. If you guys agree with Carlton, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down, bro. And they had years too. They had years from 2000. They had 20 years. Carlton said people are missing out on the gold rush. If y'all agree with Carlton, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. Alpha Male Pimp Network said, Blacklight Revelations, right now, the Russian ruble, their digital currency, is going strong right now. The reason is because of Russia's surplus export economy. Yeah, and because Russia's been buying up, they've been buying gold for like the last 20 years too. Yeah, I got to agree with Win, Lose, or Rug. It's definitely going up. Facts. Yeah, Russia been buying a lot of gold. They've been buying pounds and pounds of gold. Probably, like I said, for the last 20 years. You know what I'm saying? They've been trying to sanction-proof themselves because they knew that they was going to have a confrontation with the United States, more than one. And they know that that's one of the reasons why BRICS exists, to be a workaround for that U.S. dollar hegemony. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says, meanwhile, speculation surfaced within the crypto community that Mark Udia would lead the SEC under Trump's rule. Last week, crypto attorney Jake Chervinsky suggested Udia in a post on X. Udia, who joined the SEC as a commissioner on June 30th of 2022, has been highly vocal against the current SEC's crypto enforcement actions. In a recent interview with Fox Business, he emphasized to end the commission's war on crypto. So now, again, let me ask y'all this question. Why has there been a war on crypto? You know what I'm saying? Why has there been one? I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. The commission's war on crypto must end, including crypto enforcement actions solely based on a failure to register with no allegation of fraud or harm, he noted. President Trump and the American electorate have sent a clear message. Starting in 2025, the SEC's role is to carry out that mandate. Further, sources familiar with the matter told the Post that Trump aides are also considering Paul Atkins, a former SEC commissioner, and Chris Giancarlo, a former GOP commissioner at the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. However, it is unknown if Trump could actually oust the sitting SEC chairman, mainly because Gensler is a Senate-confirmed regulator. Firing Gensler could trigger a complicated legal battle over the president's authorities, sources noted. So if the Republicans win the Senate, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to vote him out. Look at Dogecoin, 28%. Y'all see it? Dogecoin is 37 cents right now. Shout out to Patrick Tyler. Patrick Tyler said, did they succeed? I had read that the sanctions against him didn't really hit that hard. I think that the sanctions on Russia hurt us more than they hurt Russia. I actually said that during when that whole thing was going on too. This is a long article, man. This is a long article. We're going to have to talk about it, though. Let me see. Hold on real quick. Yeah, we got to get all this crypto stuff up out of here. We definitely got to get all this crypto stuff up out of here. Sheesh. Shout out to Alpha Male Pimp Network. Alpha Male Pimp Network says there's no war on digital currency. There's only a war against black people having knowledge and benefiting from digital currency. I don't know, bro. I don't know if I can agree with that one, because I've been talking about digital currency forever. And Carlton and Win, Lose, or Rug and AB Promotions and Brooklyn Queen and everybody will tell you, when I talk about cryptocurrency, don't nobody ever show up. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody ever show up. So if it's a war against black people having knowledge from benefiting from cryptocurrency, that's one of them things where the devil and the angel be on the shoulder and they having a war with themselves. Because ain't nobody stopping nobody from coming to my channel chopping it up about crypto. You know what I'm saying? And it's people that rock with the channel that are actually benefiting from crypto. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing like TD. TD had that series called Brother Please Hear Me Out forever. Did nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I think Fanteezy was the only one that used to watch it. I used to watch it, but it wasn't, those was the lowest viewed videos. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It might be people that don't want you to get rich, but it's people out there making the content. You know what I'm saying? People just, you know what I'm saying? This just ain't what they into. People claim they can't stand Eric Adams. You know what I'm saying? But it was 50 people in the chat live when I was roasting Eric Adams. And I don't even roast Eric Adams that bad because I don't hate the man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. This is what I be saying. I got a Tales from the Cryptocurrency channel. I talk about cryptocurrency on both channels. It's a whole playlist, probably with like over 100 videos in it. Bro, don't nobody like I don't nobody care. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Carlton. Carlton said, I gotta be honest, no white man stopping black folks from talking about crypto. The only people that I see stopping black folks from talking about crypto, you know what I'm saying, is people that be going around trying to scare people, saying it's a scam and stuff like that. There's only 2 white people that I heard say that crypto is a scam. I heard Trump say it, and then he flipped on it, and then I heard Warren Buffett say it, and then he flipped on it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Alpha Male Pimp Network. Alpha Male Pimp Network said that is why back in 2021, Joe Biden and Janet Yellen both stated that there needs to be regulation on digital currency, meaning government control on digital currency. Yeah, you talking about Joe Biden and Janet Yellen, though. And Elizabeth Warren said the same thing. I got videos about Joe Biden and Elizabeth Warren with their crypto regulation right here on this channel. Those is two different forms of government. And just because they said that they needed to have regulation on cryptocurrency, that wasn't blocking nobody from going on CoinMarketCap and looking to see what the prices is. You know what I'm saying? People just don't want to do this shit, bro. That's the reality of it. The reality is that people do not want to do this shit. The check, you know what I'm saying? The check that's signed by the pale hand spin better, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Shatera was here, Shatera and Katsy both could vouch. I've been talking about cryptocurrency on other apps before I came to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking about cryptocurrency on other apps before I came to YouTube. People just are not interested in autonomy and self-sustenance. Here's my question. Let me just ask this question. Who is actively trying to stop black people from having any kind of information about cryptocurrency besides other black people that tell black people that cryptocurrency is a scam? Because it was some white people that was saying that, and then they stopped and got rich off of it. But who going around saying, "Hey, ninjas, don't pay attention to don't pay attention to the cryptocurrency"? Who's doing that? I did a live stream where I laid out Trump. I think he made 7 promises about cryptocurrency. And I think the article came out of the LA Times. Shout out to Patrick. Bro, see, Patrick, facts. Patrick said if you're talking about celebrity gossip, this room will fill up. Or if I'm like tomorrow, I'm gonna be roasting, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be doing the crash outs, the Democrats acting stupid. I don't know why people are celebrating about the Democrats crashing out. Like, if you don't plan on taking advantage of shit from the Trump administration, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what the celebration is. Like, it's a new president, and the president got policies that people can use to take advantage of. Now, that's not saying that Trump is the greatest or he some type of savior or anything like that. But if Trump gonna make it easy for people to buy cryptocurrency, and you can make up to 10,000%, you know what I'm saying, in maybe 1 or 2 years off of some crypto, I don't get it. Shout out to Jabron Junk Love. Yeah, I'm on Rumble. It should be a link that's pinned in the chat, bro, for Rumble. But if you can't find the link, all you gotta do is just go to Blacklight Revelations on Rumble. But Patrick is right though. If I was talking like, watch tomorrow when I start talking about the View, and I start, the lefties losing it, bro, everybody will be in. And this is what I'm saying. This is why I don't believe what people be saying. This is why I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like these articles right here. Shout out to Alpha Male Pimp Network. Alpha Male Pimp Network said Dr. Claude Anderson said that the dominant society's number one aspect of subjugating black people is waging economic warfare. Right. So my question is, why are black people not waging economic warfare back? These should be the most highly prioritized conversations. Not like now here go the thing. Dominant society may be trying to subjugate black people through economic warfare, owning all the businesses and stuff, or like getting as many assets as they can. But here's new assets that people just purposely decided to not take advantage of, and they keep voting for candidates and keep doing stuff that's against their interest. So I mean, my thing is, I don't know whose team most of these people is on. If the quote unquote dominant society is subjugating black people, and then people are doing actions to work towards their own subjugation, they on the same team as the people they claim they fighting against. You know what I'm saying? This is why I was talking about the opportunity cost of not investing, the opportunity cost of not managing your money, the opportunity cost of not strategizing. There's literally nothing. Like, you can buy Bitcoin on Cash App. There's nothing stopping anybody from buying Bitcoin on Cash App. They got the market information on there. They got the price fluctuations on there. You know what I'm saying? They got information like articles you can read. Shout out to Alpha Male Pimp Network. Alpha Male Pimp Network said, that's what I'm saying. The way we wage economic warfare right back at the dominant society is digital currency. I mean, I can't say that quote unquote we are doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could say probably like about 20 of us over here. Shout out to Telegram. You know what I'm saying? We be on this, but I can't extend that to everybody else though. I can't extend to everybody else is like on cryptocurrency, especially when they be saying that it's a scam. You know what I'm saying? When people like, if everybody going around saying that cryptocurrency is a scam, and then as soon as Trump get in office, everybody try to talk about how they pro cryptocurrency, they false flagging. This shit been around since 2004, and since 2004, the same people been calling it a scam. Now they see all these big ass companies, you know what I'm saying, buying crypto, and all these rich white dudes doing it. Now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, like, it's the move. But at the same time, they still calling it a scam, and they're not talking about it in a discernible way to where anybody will be able to get any type of value out of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? When we was talking about Bitcoin when it was in the 40s, and it had jumped up to 50, and before. And honestly, I hate to say this, but like, I don't know, like, as far as like the quote unquote warfare and all that, I don't even know, man. Like, people still voting 80% for Kamala Harris. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, usually, you know what I'm saying, when people have war, the troops be trained, you know what I'm saying, is choreographed. You know what I'm saying? They be having processes down. People still running on quality control. But here go the thing though. Shout out to Alpha Male Pimp Network. Here go my thing, right? They're not the only force that we got to operate against, bro. I don't even think at this point the dominant society is the biggest barrier. The biggest barrier is us. You know what I'm saying? Like, in regards to this. In regards to this, like I said, like, ain't none of, like, honestly, when it comes to the dominant society, they the ones built all the platforms, all the exchanges. They the ones made it easy to buy. Back in the day, bro, you couldn't even, you had to know computer coding to be able to buy crypto. And none of that shit got a safeguard on it. Like, oh, if you black, you ain't allowed to buy it. Like, it's plenty of areas where we got, you know what I'm saying, shit popping off, but that ain't one of them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, now as far, you know, like we talked about Tyler Perry trying to buy BET, right? He got locked out and blocked out of that. He was dealing with WS, but you ain't about to get locked out and blocked out of buying $10 in Bitcoin on Cash App. Like, that's not about to happen. I've got receipts where I can show that I've done it myself. You know what I'm saying? But you can't even, I'm telling you, you can't even convince people. You can't even convince people that a war is winnable. Which is why I don't try it. And like, my thing is too, I'm definitely not about to extend anything that we've been doing over here that other people don't do, that they reject. They're not getting the credit for that. They're not getting, you know what I'm saying, like wrapped in with anything we got going on over here. Everything that we do over here, this is what we did. We did it on our own in the face of it not being popular. Ain't nobody about to latch on to what we doing or nothing. Like, we not doing that. The Blacklight Discord do that. The Blacklight Discord do the crypto. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Alpha Male Pimp Network. Alpha Male Pimp Network said, I disagree. When it comes to money and economics, we are not a barrier to each other. Money talks at the end of the day. With the digital currency market, there's plenty of it. Now, you just quoted Dr. Claude Anderson, right? Did Dr. Claude Anderson say that we're not a barrier to each other? What did Dr. Claude Anderson say about black people economics? Matter of fact, Dr. Claude Anderson had to write a book because people just wasn't naturally practicing economics right. But in that book, at the Powernomics conference, what did Dr. Claude Anderson say about how we do business? So, do you disagree with Dr. Claude Anderson? Because what Dr. Claude Anderson's exact words were that black people boycott their own businesses. So if you boycott your own businesses, then that means that you're not exchanging money. Speaking of exchanging money, Dr. Claude Anderson said we don't exchange money at an average of 6 times. You know what I'm saying? So if we don't do business with each other and we don't exchange money, that's a pretty big barrier to money and economics. So much to the point where, you know what I'm saying, Dr. Claude Anderson had to write a book to teach basic economic skills, right? Because you don't write no instruction book for people that know how to do stuff, right? Dr. Claude Anderson wrote a whole instructional because people was moving like they don't know how to do stuff. Shout out to Patrick. Patrick said, it's part of instant gratification culture. A lot of ninjas would rather see actual paper money or something materialistic that loses value like Jordan, just some other nonsense. Bro, people, this is what I'm saying. I will never, ever buy a new car, ever. I will never buy a new car in my life. I made that mistake once. You know what I'm saying? I will never buy something that when you drive it off the lot, it immediately depreciates. I'll never do it again. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people just want to be seen in a new car, and like buying it at a premium is what it's worth. I'm not buying nothing at no damn premium when I can get it at a discount. But that's one of the main things people will make fun of you for, is being cheap. Oh, he cheap. Yep, I'm cheap as hell. That's why I'm cheap as hell. That's why I got so much money in my crypto wallet. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Brooklyn Queen said Cash App has a few intro to teaching modules about crypto as well. People can start there. They own Cash App. They got them on Coinbase. They got them on Robinhood. They got them on crypto.com. It ain't no excuse. And they written in English. You know what I'm saying? They got the instructions on there how to do it. Crypto.com got programs on there. Invest your money in this. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Frozen. What's good with it, bro? Frozen. Shout out to Frozen, bro. Frozen. How long have I been talking about crypto, bro? How long have I been talking about crypto? Google is the ISO 2022. See, shout out to since 2017, bro. Frozen knew me before I got on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Alpha Male Pimp Network. Alpha Male Pimp Network said that is true for politics, sociology, and other areas of life. But us FBAs, we understand money. Money is case in point. In the hood, a crip will do business with the blood. I don't know if that. I don't think that criminals do business well, bro. I don't think that's a good point. Here's my thing. Tell me what shows the superior understanding of money, especially like and as far as a crip doing business with a blood. If you like in the hood, that's a market with scarcity. So in a market of scarcity, in most cases, people will do business with each other. And just think about what you just said, bro. A crip will do business with a blood. That's two black men. They should be doing business with each other. You know what I'm saying? The only people that see them as different as each other. Everybody else looking at their skin color and they silly asses looking at their clothes, bro. You know what I'm saying? That right there is an issue. Shout out to Fro. We've been in this game for a while, bro. Facts. Now, here go my thing with the money, right? How many criminals have flipped their organizations into legitimate business and kept it long standing? The Bloods and the Crips is the only people that look at each other and don't see two black men. You know what I'm saying? Like Norteños do business with Serranos, it's normal. Norteños do business with La M, it's normal. Like I'm sorry, but like the Bloods and the Crips shouldn't get an applause for doing business with each other. Like that's what they're supposed to be doing. And as far as the Crips go, the Crips was supposed to be an organization that started out, quote unquote, improving the community. And you see how that turned out. Bitcoin been out since 2004. Since 2004. There can be no slack given. You know what I'm saying? There can be no excuses made. If there's something on the table and people choose to not take advantage, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to bro. Hit me up, PJ. You know what I'm saying? You know I got you. Like, people got to recognize if they miss out on something and then get on it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Alpha Male Pimp Network. Alpha Male Pimp Network said, all I'm saying, Rob, is us FBA know the value of the dollar. We are willing to put bullcrap to the side to support one another. I think that there could be better displays of it. What would be a good example of it that you would give? Because here go the thing, right? Facts, bro. I remember the infamous Bitcoin video by Da Vinci 15 in 2013, just $1, bro. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Now, give me a good example of this. I would say that there's some FBAs, you know what I'm saying, that break bread with each other on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say the majority. You know what I'm saying? If we did, I think that the business infrastructure would be better. I think that I also think that if we did, there would be more conversations like this talking about business. And here's another thing, right? Like look at BET. That used to be owned by a Black American. Sold it. Look at the Negro League. That was owned by Black Americans. They sold it. Even if you say like we know the value of the dollar, do people know the value of the economy? Do people know the value of the factors of production? Because the thing is I would like to say that, but the evidence does not support it. The evidence don't support it. If you even look at the gang structures, like the gang structures are not even organized to the point to where they're making money and moving the money around in the same way as other gangs. It's just a wild, wild west. It's no organization. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. My bad, bro. Hold on real quick. All right, there we go. Shout out to Alpha Male Pimp Network. Alpha Male Pimp Network said, perfect example. If the WS liberals and the WS conservatives put differences aside to subjugate us, then we can put our differences together. Yeah, but can and doing are two different things, bro. Can and doing are two different things. They are doing, right? It's not, I would say it's beyond, I would say when it comes to WS liberals and WS conservatives, it's beyond just a quote unquote, they can. They are actively doing that and have been actively doing that for quite some time. As far as quote unquote, we would be the ones who can, but we're not doing. You can't even get people together to talk about Bitcoin, bro. That's simple. You know what I'm saying? And people will roast you. People will roast you for trying to have nuanced ideas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Patrick. Patrick said, yep, in 2010 and 2011, this man was trying to get me to buy some Bitcoin. Told me to do 1,000, or if I feel that's too much, do 500. It's going to be the future. And I was like, what? And see, Patrick be mad every stream. Every stream now, Patrick be mad. You know what I'm saying? Now, like this is just because you like the Cavs could beat the Golden State Warriors, but did they? No. They beat them once. You know what I'm saying? In order to, and then even can is questionable, right? Because if you say somebody can, then that means that you've demonstrated a competency in that. If you ask me, we have not demonstrated a competency in that. Show me where we've demonstrated a competency in doing that. I don't think that there's been a competency demonstrated. Now, that don't mean that one can't happen. That don't mean that it won't happen in the future, right? But as of right now, as of today, if that's the case, then wouldn't nobody be talking about the stuff that people be talking about? We wouldn't even be having no conversations mentioning WS. You know what I'm saying? Like everything would be good. The money would be right. Nobody would even be talking about it if we had already done it. But the fact remains is that people have not recovered to a satisfactory level yet. And so since we haven't recovered to a satisfactory level yet, You know what I'm saying? People are like, you know. Shout out to, did you find something like that, Carlton? Did you find something like that? If you had old emails like that, if you got old emails and you won some Bitcoin for doing a survey back in the day, if you find some shit like that in your email, you a millionaire. You a millionaire. You can retire off of that old email you found. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Alpha Male Pimp Network. Alpha Male Pimp Network said, I agree 100% with Bitcoin and digital currency. I believe it could be one of the solutions to lift us FBA up out of economic hardship. We should look into, bro. Like I said, I've been looking into that. You see my man. Frozen right here. Frozen to tell you, bro. I've been going into the. I've been going in on crypto since 2017, since before I came to the to YouTube. It's the same story. Yeah, facts. The same people who rejected, mocked, and laughed at me when I told them about crypto are looking for me now. Facts. I'm not, me personally, bro. I'm not about to. I'm not helping anybody or lifting anybody up or doing any of that who been going around saying cryptocurrency is a scam. They not interested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got time for that. The opportunities was out there. I've been doing this since 2017. The message wasn't effective. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm just talking to the small closed circuit of people that I deal with, you know what I'm saying, here on the YouTube channel. But I'm not about to, I'm not going to door. I'm not going door to door like no Jehovah's Witness. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that. I'm not playing no kid games with adults and shit. You know what I'm saying? People know what time it is. They know how to balance their checkbook. They know how broke they are. They know they got $50 left after each paycheck. That shit ain't got shit to do with me. If motherfuckers don't want to do no better than that, hey, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. The only thing I got to say is look at the videos. You know what I'm saying? Look at the videos. Nah, you good, bro. Don't even trip. Alpha Male Pimp Network said, "Hey, don't take this as me." Bro, and you notice I encourage that. You can, you know what I'm saying, debate or like, you know, if you got pushback or whatever. Ain't nothing. It's cool over here, bro. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't even trip. I'm just this is just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why you don't ever really see me, you know what I'm saying, like go to other people's channels and stuff like that, is because, like, you know, like it's not cool on other people's channels. Other people will try to block you, you know what I'm saying? They try to roast you in the comment section and, you know what I'm saying, kick you all out the chat and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, over here, bro, kick, you know what I'm saying, push back. Me and Patrick be going back and forth all the time. Patrick, my man, 100 grand. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Frozen. Frozen said, "I'm done with crypto evangelism. Do your own research." Bro, that's where I'm at with it. Like, the people that come to my channel, I rock with y'all. I got y'all. Everybody else, hey, man, good luck with it. Every time I hear somebody say crypto is a scam, it's more for me. More for me. You know what I'm saying? Patrick said, "Now, I didn't have a monolith mentality when I first heard about Bitcoin and it was being a scam. I just thought something like that wouldn't take off. I was like, people got debit cards." But back in the day, people thought debit cards wouldn't take off because they had cash. Back in the day, people thought debit cards wouldn't take off because they had cash. And then they thought credit cards wouldn't take off because they had debit cards. This is what I'm saying, man. People have got to start looking into the future. People got to start looking into the future. Everything ain't going to stay the same. Nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. People think that the world that they live in is fixed in time. It's not. But then people would tell themselves, like, people tell themselves all kind of stuff. People tell themselves time don't exist. You know what I'm saying? For that, by that logic, who knows what actually does exist versus what don't? You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, This is what I'm saying. Shout out to Alonda. Alonda said, "You remember when I first joined your channel in 2021? Me and you was arguing back and debating back and forth. I thought you thought I was a troll when I wasn't. I love you, big bro. Yeah, you look, Alonda, you still here. I'm telling you, man, like you gotta be extremely like just wildly disrespectful or a straight up liar for me to I'ma just go in on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even be blocking people all like that or kicking people out the chat. You know what I'm saying? And people that been around that rock, even if you a troll and you've been around, like I'm still not gonna kick you off the channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do that. Like, I'm not sensitive like that. It's a lot of people on YouTube that are, but I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Brooklyn Queen said, shit, you got Harvard offering certificate programs now in various IT fields. Times are changing. Facts. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Look, shout out to Frozen. Frozen said, look, remember me and Frozen used to have a saying. It said, it's no romance without Binance. Frozen said, Google these terms. ISO. Now that's quality. I see that's quality control right there. ISO 20022, high value payment systems, smart contracts. You know, that's crypto, trade finance, cross-border payments, world bridge currency to get you started. There you go. Shout out to Carlton. Free speech over here. Bro, facts. Half the time I'll be out of pocket. That's why Carlton always be snitching on me. That's why Carlton be snitching on me, because I'll be out of pocket half the time. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk about these. We got to talk about some of these Democrats, though. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at this. Hold on real quick. It's a couple more. It's a couple more articles we should touch on before we close this out. Yo, real quick, shout out to everybody watching. If y'all haven't smashed the like button yet, please do me a favor. Take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you guys have not hit that bell, please take a moment, hit that bell. And also, please share the stream to your social media. Shout out to Patrick. Patrick said, looking back now, I just didn't see the difference. My thoughts was you get direct deposit for a debit card. Shit, that is digital, basically. Now, I wouldn't go as far. I wouldn't beat yourself up, bro. Don't call yourself an idiot. Don't ever do that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like it just, you know, I would just, you know what I'm saying? This is a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? Just learn from it. That's where people run into the issues, man, when people don't learn, if they, you know what I'm saying, might have missed out on an opportunity or something like that. You know what I'm saying? The people that recognize that they missed out on the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, they do all right. So I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't call you, I wouldn't go as far as to go in on yourself. I can't even remember. Shout out to Alonda. Alonda said, who is that white lady you was arguing with and debating with this past summer? I can't even remember. I can't even remember. She was on my channel? I don't even remember. That's funny as hell. Oh, she was on the other channel. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, she was. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I don't know. She might have bounced. She was mad because I wasn't on the Kamala Harris train. You know what I'm saying? So look at this. Volatility, higher rates, and surging Bitcoin. Here's what analysts are saying about Trump's victory. All right. So again, this is what's crazy. Like, I don't understand. I'm still tripping at so many people not talking about this.
All of 2022, we're seeing a resurgence in crypto, but there's still plenty of scars left behind. Hi, my name is April Joyner. I'm a correspondent at Insider, where I write about crypto. Cryptocurrencies are digital currencies that aren't tied to a specific country or bank.
See, shout out to Frozen. Y'all see what Frozen said? Frozen said, guys, we're in the castle and the drawbridge is still the drawbridge is still down, but it's about to raise up. Just do some research. Look, facts. And And to do the research, right? To do the research, all you got to do is just look at the playlist on my channels. It's all laid out. You know what I'm saying? It's all laid out.
They came about first with Bitcoin after the financial crisis of 2008, 2009, and now there are thousands of them. Some of the most popular ones being Bitcoin, Ether, Solana. So a lot of people started to get into crypto basically as a way to try to build wealth and get rich quick.
That's not true at all. That is so not true. Did y'all, what if y'all agree with what she just said? Give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. Man, that's wild. Look at this. Shout out to Carlton Wade. Carlton said people are still debating if Kamala Harris is black or not. Why would anybody even still debate that? Like, the facts is already out there. You know what I'm saying? We already got that out there, laid that out. You know what I'm saying? And they still stuck on that. They still stuck on that. Now, even the people that's like the pro-Trump people, right? Like, none of the pro-Trump people, none of the like the black Trump supporters, none of them are encouraging people to like check out the crypto policies or any of that. All they doing is just talking crazy about black people. Bro, facts. Gwendolyn Rugg said that's why I left my earlier comment. She's doing a terrible job at explaining things. She said, yeah, it's just a get rich scheme. Like, what? That's not true, lady.
Bitcoin, Ether, Solana. So a lot of people started to get into crypto basically as a way to try to build wealth and get rich quick.
That's not even true, man. People was using crypto on the dark web, like, so that they couldn't be traced by the government. You know what I'm saying? Like, didn't nobody get into crypto at first to get rich? They got into crypto to not get caught. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy that they got this lady up here just sitting up here spreading mis and disinformation, and it's all good. Look at this. Hold on real quick. See, like, it's crazy, man. Hold on.
So crypto had a breakout year in 2021. You had celebrities like Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian promoting cryptocurrencies. You had Elon Musk promoting it, even touting.
Shout out to Alpha Male Pimp Network. Alpha Male Pimp Network said, I didn't know you, Rob, at one point tried to establish a StreamYard live call-in program on your BLR channel. Is there any way you would consider bringing that back? We got reacts. We haven't done reacts, but usually on my channels, I don't usually do the call-ins, but on the react channel, we do the call-ins like all the time, and on Undocumented. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, on my channel, I don't really do the call-ins all like that. That's probably I ain't trying to be funny, but that's probably why I don't be having that many people. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Watching the show and all like that, because you know, like, people like them panels and all that. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, that ain't my thing. Like, I will, like, I do like panels to some extent in some situations, but that is not my favorite thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not my favorite thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to Frozen. Facts. The earlier nerds and other folks was using Bitcoin on Silk Road. Facts. So shout out to Carlton. Carlton said they would use a black woman to say that. Black folks will see this and run away from crypto. Facts. But at the same time, though, should they? Or should they do some research? Because then at the same time, they'll be like, At the same time, they'll be like, you know what kind of black folks they be putting in front of our face, and then turn around and listen to the black folk that get put in front of their face. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Brooklyn Queen said, and these are the ones who get platformed. Man, listen, you are, yeah, they got to maintain the narrative. They got to maintain the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Patrick. Patrick said, just added crypto to my investment account. Fuck it. So the deposits I make in the future, 5% will go to crypto. I guess it's a start. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Shout out to Frozen. Frozen said the other day Elon mentioned XRP. Oh, word? What did he say? What did he say about XRP?
Dogecoin, which started out as a joke. So cryptocurrency prices hit their peak in early 2022, but then the industry suffered a series of crises, with several coins crashing, which led to fallout throughout the industry, which in turn caused several other companies to fall, which pretty much provoked a crisis of faith. The most infamous crash of 2022 was the cryptocurrency exchange FTX. FTX was originally considered a savior for the industry, but it turned out that its finances were a bit of a house of cards. People ended up losing billions. So after the fall of 2022, crypto...
Do you notice how when they talk about FTX, they never say what was actually done wrong? If you guys notice that, give me a thumbs up. If y'all don't notice that, give me a thumbs down.
Currencies have actually rebounded quite well. There are a lot of skeptics who say crypto is really only useful for financial speculation, but there are other people within the industry that are hoping to apply this technology to things like banking services. The future of crypto is decidedly murky right now. There is still a lot of question around its use.
It's really not, though. Like it's crazy they got this lady sitting up here saying all this, man. Like the future of crypto, for one, is not decidedly murky. It's pretty much etched in stone for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where this lady is getting this from. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go over a couple of facts. All right. Donald Trump won a second term in Tuesday's presidential election. Analysts expect Trump's economic policies to increase inflation and push interest rates higher. Okay. I don't know who these analysts are. Bitcoin looks set to be a major winner, with predictions that the cryptocurrency will hit $100,000. Now, as we know, right, cryptocurrency hitting $100,000, that prediction is not contingent on a Trump presidency. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If y'all would disagree, give me a thumbs down. Cryptocurrency going to Bitcoin going to $100,000 is not contingent on a Trump presidency. Donald Trump's victory is set to herald a new era of higher inflation, tighter monetary policy, and surging cryptocurrencies. Analysts said in initial reactions to the presidential election result. Now, here go a question for Alpha Male Pimp Network, right? If people know so much about money, why didn't people put away some money when they heard about Trump possibly winning the election? When they saw what Trump's policies were and what Trump was going to do, if people knew about money, then they should have said, you know what? His policies are going to affect this, this, and this in a positive way, and this, and this in a negative way. So people should have bought a little bit of something on speculation, right? But for whatever reason, they didn't. So my question would be, why didn't they? The economic impact of Trump's second term is likely to be volatile, said Lindsay James, investment strategist at UK-based Quilter Investments. While he and others that surround him, such as Elon Musk, want to cut off the size of the state, public spending is likely to remain very high and taxes kept low, she added. Many of his measures will be inflationary and likely to lead to a rise in bond yields, putting pressure on the Federal Reserve in its quest to bring interest rates down. The Federal Reserve cut rates for the first time in 4 years in September and is expected to cut again at its November meeting on Thursday. Now, let me ask y'all this question. If they cut the rates on Thursday, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Shout out to Frozen. Frozen said the Bank of International Settlements and World Economic Forums have the white papers on digital assets. We was just talking about that, the central bank central bank digital currency. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to PJ Allen. PJ Allen said, "What's this I'm hearing about Trump and the student loan forgiveness?" I haven't heard anything. Trump got something going on with the student loan forgiveness. What are you talking about? However, such cuts could be short-lived if Trump's trade policies, which include proposed near-universal tariffs, prove to be inflationary as expected. Thomas Matthew of consultancy Capital Economics wrote, "We suspect that the more important story for the bond market is just the inflationary effect of Trump's policies, including the tax cut, but also the tariffs and immigration reductions, all of which would be likely to result in a higher path for the federal funds rate." All right. Analysts at Dutch lender Rabobank shared that view, suggesting that the Fed could raise rates early next year. On the assumption that Trump will move to increase some tariffs relatively quickly, it is Rabobank's view that the Fed's easing cycle could be over early next year as policymakers react to the inflationary implications of tariffs, they wrote. All right. So they're saying that these tariffs are going to really raise the inflation. Shout out to Alpha Male Pimp Network. Alpha Male Pimp Network said, "How much money are you talking? Depends how much money they put away. How much money is enough to put stocks in the digital currency market? You don't have $1. You know what I'm saying? You could buy you could buy a portion of a Bitcoin with $1 on anything, on Cash App, on Coinbase, any of that. You know what I'm saying? So now here says this should keep the U.S. dollar strong through 2025, while concerns about potential impacts of his policies could subdue the euro," Rabobank's analyst added. While it will take time before the markets have the information needed to develop a strong narrative on the impact of Trump's agenda on the international economy, the domestic inflationary impact of his policy does suggest a stronger dollar through 2025. Analysts at Swiss lender UBS took a different view, saying they expect the Fed to keep lowering the rates through 2025. All right. "We expect the Fed to continue to move forward towards a neutral policy stance, and we do not expect it to immediately change its outlook given high uncertainty around policy execution remains," Solita Marcelli, Chief Investment Officer of UBS Wealth Management Business in the Americas, wrote. All right. So, yeah, man, like, again, all these saying the same thing. Everything is pretty consistent. I don't know if I would throw in, like, I built my cryptocurrency wallets up over time. I didn't just throw in like a whole bunch of money like that. You know what I'm saying? I did mine like little at a time. You know what I'm saying? Buying it all the crashes. Anytime it would crash. You know what I'm saying? Anytime it would crash is when I try to hit the market. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Yeah, it's so much crypto and business stuff. Shout out to Torian. Torian said, "Did you see what I posted in the Discord?" Nah, I haven't been in there since last night. You know what I'm saying? Let me see this. Let me see. Yeah, man. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. This crypto market is lit. They asking how high can the Bitcoins go? We already got the updated price predictions. Hold on real quick. No, this is not what I want to do. All right, there we go. Yeah. Updated price predictions. Like people missing out, man. Let me see something. Hold on real quick. People missing out. How high can Bitcoin go? Prediction markets suggest $100,000. And again, these $100,000 predictions, these ain't anything new. We've been talking about these $100,000 predictions. These $100,000 predictions are not even contingent on a Trump presidency. These $100,000 predictions is where we've been at for the whole year. You know what I'm saying? So with the Trump presidency, it's probably going to go higher than that. Bitcoin has continued hitting all-time highs as prediction market price and high odds of a run to $100,000. Econometrics suggests Bitcoin's rally still falls short of its historic post-halving growth. Asset manager Bernstein appealed to investors to begin adding Bitcoin exposure. What does that mean? That's key right there. What does that mean? Bitcoin is consistently setting new record highs on Monday after breaking above $89,000. All right. The continued uptrend has led asset managers like Bernstein to urge investors to consider adding Bitcoin exposure to your portfolio. Meanwhile, prediction market participants speculate that Bitcoin could reach 100K by the end of 2024. Bitcoin surged above 89,000 as investors continue to hold. All right. Bitcoin shot over 10% in the past 24 hours, crossing above the 89,000 level as its price is still largely influenced by, as you guys can see here, Donald Trump's presidential election victory last week. So this is what kicked all this off. This is what kicked all of this off. You know what I'm saying? As the world's largest asset continues its rally, prediction market, Polymarket, has seen increased speculation that Bitcoin will hit 100K before the end of the year ends. This could fuel bullish momentum with positive sentiment stirring among investors and crypto enthusiasts. All right. Bitwise Chief Investment Officer Matt Hogan stated that long-term Bitcoin holders have yet to sell below 100,000, even as more investors seek to join the rally. An equal part of this rally is that people have stopped selling. Long-term owners are no longer willing to part with Bitcoin below $100,000, and short-term sellers don't want to step in front of a freight train, he wrote on X in a post on Monday. All right, so as you guys can see, like it's just demand. It's just pure demand. No one is selling. People trying to buy and ain't nobody selling. This is what I'm saying. If you got Bitcoin, sell it. Likewise, asset managers amassed record-breaking Bitcoin ETF volume in the past week. This resulted in firms like Bernstein in urging investors to consider gaining exposure to Bitcoin, hinting at a wild price rally. It's the crazy part ain't even here yet. All right. Today, the Bitcoin ETF saw record inflows, which, according to Eric Bolchanis, suggested strong positive sentiments for the week. The Bitcoin industrial complex, ETFs, MSTR, and Coin saw $38 billion. Look at that, $38 billion in trading volume today. Lifetime records being set all over the place, including one bit, which did 4.5 billion, which points to a robust week of inflows. All right. However, regardless of the massive energy behind the rally, the crypto data platform Econometrics data suggests that Bitcoin's current rally is set to match its price growth during the market rally in early March. The data also highlights previous halving seasons and the growth trajectory that often followed them. All right. So again, like we move it. All right. We are definitely moving. So Man, listen, it's about to be real interesting in these cryptocurrency streets. We're gonna be here for it. All right. So your boy got to run. I got some stuff to do. I'm gonna try to bust out either a stream or a couple more videos. You know what I'm saying, before I get out of here tomorrow. You know what I'm saying. Shout out to AW1. Really appreciate AW1 for the 6 months of membership support. If y'all haven't smashed that like button yet, do me a favor, take a moment, smash that like button. Don't move a muscle. It'll take you to the video that's scheduled for tomorrow. And as always, ladies and gentlemen,
walk up in the life. Yeah, I'm really talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up, look, walking this bitch like, hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey. I'm really him. Don't believe me? Come and see me. Got 3 wishes from my genie. Now I'm on your local TV. Y'all on tour, got demons. Say she wanna come and see me when I'm in a local city. I'm like, pause though. Please step aside so they can see me. And I walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. I'm the realest from my city. That's on my knee, that's on TV, that's on mamas. Nigga don't believe me, come and see me. I been dodging all that face. All these niggas working broke, but I been getting paid. All that know me from the street. Flexing for what feature, that's like every other week. Talk behind my back, I kick my feet up, have a seat. Cause at the end of the day, all these watching me as I walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch like, hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey.